AM 1230, KXOL Centro.
We are live at Cal Jones Field on the campus of Central Union High School. It's the Central Spartans and the Imperial Tigers. First Imperial Valley League game of the year for both teams as we're getting ready to get this game underway. It is homecoming, so our halftime will be a bit extended, and we'll get you all the highlights of homecoming when we have a chance. The Central Spartans come in. They are 2-5 on the year, or 2-3 rather. The Imperial Tigers are 0-5. And John Driffel, where have both teams been?
Well, Imperial has been playing an extremely difficult schedule. They lost the first week to Cibola, lost to Bonita Vista, a high-ranked team in the View, lost to Carlsbad, a Division I squad, lost to Valley Center, Division III squad, and then another Division III squad that actually won CIF last year. Christian beat them last week. So 0-5 is a little misleading. They have played an extremely difficult schedule. By some accounts, the most difficult schedule in the entire San Diego Section Division.
The Central Spartans come in. They are 2-3 on the year. Their schedule has not been quite as tough, but they have they played well, it's not cupcake, but it wasn't particularly difficult. Copa, Gila Ridge, Coachella Valley, San Diego, and Morse last week, both Imperial and Brawley and Southwest and Central all had byes.
And they planned that so that all teams would have the same footing going into the season. The only two schools that were left out were Palo Verde and Calexico. Calexico, with a brand new coach, wasn't able to fill their first week, so they had to use that for a bye, put Calexico in an awkward position. But that's the reason all the teams had a bye last week. It was to make sure that everybody had the same advantage going into league play.
Okay, we'll be back and we'll take a look at tonight's matchup when our pregame show continues. It's high school football, and we are live on AM 1230 KXO.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada, Pico Market. Southwest Security, a locally owned security company protecting your property or business 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Their mission is to provide their customers with the service of protecting your property, whether it's your home, business, or a construction site. Your satisfaction is their #1 priority. Don't have any more sleepless nights. Call Southwest Security and get your free quote at 760-970-5400. That's 970-5400. Whether you need security for one night or yearly, Southwest Security is there for you. Call 970-5400.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them. 5 to 3 and Sundays closed Tuesday. Call and place your La Fonda Bar and Grill. 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450. Classic high school football is on the air. Central Spartans taking on the Imperial Tigers. Originally aired October 19, 2015.
M1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com. John Driffel and I in the booth here at Cal Jones Field. Gabe Lemus is our producer-engineer in the studios. Technical assistance provided by Kurt Hoffman. As don't forget, scores updated continuously, not just here on the air, but on our website at KXORadio.com. And also on KXORadio.com, it's Murray Anderson and Jared Garowald. And, well, they're just down the road a piece as they are in Holtville. And it is Holtville and Empire Redhawks that will be teeing it up. Kickoff for them, like for us, is at 7 o'clock. John, one of the issues that comes up with the new format in CIF San Diego is power rankings. You and I have talked about it a little bit. Tom Ronco wrote a nice piece about it in the Imperial Valley Press. And it's about who you beat, who you lose to, what division they're in, what's in effect, what is the strength of your schedule that will determine where you are in CIF playoff. Unless, of course, you are at the league champion, and then you're guaranteed a place. But you can explain a little bit about that, I think.
I don't have all of the dynamics as far as how the numbers are arrived at. You'd have to be a professor at Caltech to be able to understand all that. But basically, you mentioned it. The teams you play, everybody has a ranking or a rating now, and it's not by size anymore. It's by power of schedule. That's why it's called power rankings. So, for example, Imperial, which is a Division II team this year, Division III team this year, dropping down from Division II from last year, they play Carlsbad. Iowa Carlsbad's Division I. So Imperial loses to them, 72, whatever it was. Doesn't matter. Final score 72-21. That doesn't matter. You don't get subtracted as many points as if you would lose to your own level division, which is Division III for Imperial, or even more so if you lose to, say, Division IV or V, a lesser-ranked team. So there's a formula that goes ahead and it accounts for all the different aspects. And then the power rankings are simple. Once you have them, the top 12 teams are in. Now, there is a little difference in Division I. We'd have to worry about that. There is no team in the Valley that's in Division I. The highest-rated football team in the Valley is Brawley. They're in Division II. So Division I, it's not just the top 12. First, they take the top 8 and put them in the Super Division or the Open Division, and then they take the 12 remaining teams, and that makes their playoff run. From there, you just look at your power ranking. For example, if the playoffs started tonight, Brawley's ranked 14th in Division II, they're out. Imperial is ranked 13th Division III, they're out. Calexico is ranked 17th in Division IV, they're in. Holtville is ranked 14th in Division V, they're out. If the playoffs started today, teams would be in. Southwest in Division IV is ranked 7th, automatically in. Centro is tied for 11th-12th in Division IV. They make it. They're tied with Palo Verde. Palo Verde makes it. Calapat, Vincent, they're all in.
We'll be back with more after this.
For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross and El Centro.
Baja Farms in Holtville has been farming for many years and takes pride in what they've accomplished with their operations. It has enabled them to support their communities and support youth of Imperial Valley from FFA to 4-H, youth sports, and academics. Baja Farms hopes to continue this for many years. And here's a message from your friends at Baja Farms. During these trying times, be safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecue chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday is steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Well, they've had the toss of the Central will receive the kickoff to start this football game. And this football game will be getting underway momentarily as the Spartans wearing all blue with white numbers which for the most part we can read. They are the shaded white numbers. These tired eyes sometimes it plays a little bit of a trick on you, but they look nice. You know, it's better than the Oregon uniforms.
And at least we have lighting well enough to see. Last week, Carol, we were in the cage trying to figure out the numbers where we're in Chula Vista. So at least we have lighting that we can see the reflections off some of these numbers. We do want to mention, Carol, that there will be a new starting quarterback for the Spartans tonight. That will be Jake Reed.
Okay, we've got the kickoff coming up.
This is high school football on AM 1230 KXO. Stay tuned for the kickoff. It's coming up on AM 1230 KXO El Centro.
And we're set for the kickoff. It will be Josue Robles doing the kicking, and it's an onside, almost an onside kick. It was another one of those, let's kick it real short and maybe we can recover it type opening kickoffs, John.
Yeah, and that looks exactly like what happened, I believe. The Tigers did get the ball. They fell on it on the 41-yard line. Now, we mentioned the first week, the kick return team seemed to be a struggle with only 3 guys on the 50-yard line. And the next game, the first play of the game, they did the same thing. They kicked off. This time, Imperial had the ball covered, Carol, but it went out of bounds. So they had the play perfect. It was right. No Spartan was anywhere near it. But when the Imperial Tiger dove on the football, and that was Carlos Villanueva, he knocked it out of bounds. So Central dodged a real bullet, but they have great field position, started on their 41.
Jake Reed brings them out, and it's a double wing. A little bit looser than what they have been running it before. Reed out of the shotgun. And hands off, and it'll go right up the middle. That looks like Nick Ramirez on the carry, and he'll pick up 2 yards.
Yeah, Ramirez is the starting halfback, and he was the one that took the handoff and tried to break up the middle like always, and just couldn't find any room at all.
The basic offense with the double wing is they're going to run the right wing or the left wing right into the middle.
We mentioned Jake Reed, starting quarterback, senior, started 2 games last year at Copen Gila Ridge, starting again tonight.
And Aki goes in motion. He takes the pitch, and he looks to get it outside, loses the football, and Imperial has it, I believe.
Yeah, fell on the football. We've got that same young man that knocked it out of bounds being away, but this time held on to it.
Jordan Aki got hit. Coughed up the football. It'll be Imperial's football, 1st and 10. They will start on the Spartan 46-yard line.
So Aki had a nice 5-yard gain, but unfortunately fumbled. Villanueva right there to recover, and Imperial with the first turnover of the evening. Great field position starting on the Spartan 46-yard line.
Aaron Bonillas brings him out from the shotgun. Keck goes in motion. Bonillas on the option will be spun down. He'll be dropped and lose a couple of yards as shooting and making tackle was Cortez.
Julio, playing linebacker, was able to do the guard tuck that time.
No huddle, step back, and hit in the backfield is the fullback, but he didn't have the football. The Bonillas kept it on the option. I think he wanted to hand it off to Hueso, but Hueso got hit before he could get the football.
Offense, right back on the line of scrimmage from the 43.
Pickup of about 4 because it'll be 3rd and 7. Bonillas back to pass. I see a hold. Bonillas pumps, then is hit, gets away from one tackle. He'll get it back to the line of scrimmage. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4 hankies on the field right now. And one of them was an out-and-out. It wasn't so much a hold as he just slammed the guy down. It was a great wrestling takedown.
Nice takedown. That's 2 points in wrestling. If we counted, every single official was throwing the flag on this. We also had a man in motion for the Tigers who turned and went upfield before the ball was snapped, but the refs now are going to get this all.
Which one of the 3? There was a block, chop block.
There's a motion call. That's the first one. Now we have a personal foul, blow to the head, Central. So we're going to have offsetting penalties, and that means they're going to have to put it back on the 44-yard line for third down, and we'll do it again.
3rd and 7, we'll play it again.
Now, because of the delay in getting everything sorted out, Imperial is huddling up after going no huddle the 2 previous plays, plus the officials have to pick up all the flags, and they've just finally got the last 3 picked up and put away.
One of the officials threw his main flag and his backup. And then he has to explain it to Coach Kerry Laguerra, who isn't real happy.
Okay, still waiting for the official now to put the ball in play, and there we go.
Wide right, wide left, slot right, slot left. Bermudez out of the shotgun. Keck in motion, pitches to Keck. Keck gets a block, turns it up the field, across the 40, the 30, inside the 25, down to about the 22-yard line. That's Joey Keck, the senior.
We've seen that play run by every team this year. No matter what the level, the receiver or the slot back goes in motion, the ball is snapped to the quarterback in the shotgun, and he pitches it to Keck full speed ahead. He took it all the way down to the 24-yard line, 20-yard gain.
And play action pass, fired over the middle. Was it intercepted? The Spartans say it was. What are the officials going to call? They're huddling because it was in the middle of humanity, in the middle of the field. And yes, they do say it's an interception, John.
And the Central Spartan that saved that drive for the Imperial Tigers is coming out, and it is
Jake Reed, I believe,
our quarterback linebacker. We saw last year Coronado had a quarterback linebacker, and Jake Reed doing that as after Reed gives the football to the officials, comes over and gets the play in. So we've had 2 turnovers in the first 3 minutes of game time here.
Reed brings them out again. It's at double wing. Under center this time. Change up on the formation. The pitch is back, and that is Ramirez. He breaks away. He's at the 35, the 40, the 50, cuts back at the 40. Looking for a block. It's down inside the 20-yard line. I don't see any laundry on the field.
So Central now, turnaround is good play after the big run by Keck. Just a straight give right up the middle. And once Zamora was able to once Ramirez was able to break the line of scrimmage, he took it all the way down to the 20-yard line. So
mark it on the 19. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Tigers 19. The Spartans threaten here in the first quarter. No score yet. Now we come out. Under center is Reed. Reed will pitch it back. It's Pope. Pope gets the block, cuts inside, is inside the 10-yard line. That'll be good for a first down, but there is a flag. I believe it's going to come back. There was a hold.
I think we had either a hold or perhaps one of the Spartans took off just a little bit too soon, breaking upfield.
And then another flag down where the tackle was.
So it might be offsetting. There's a face mask against the Spartans. That one they're not going to take. The hold they are going to take because the face mask was way down on the 10-yard line. So it will be first down after that 56-yard run by Nick Ramirez, the junior for the Central Spartans. Took it all the way down to the 19. They're going to put the ball back on the 30-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 20. Closer to 21. The Spartans huddling up. Jake Reed has told everybody what he wants them to do.
And as of right now, Central is within field goal range of the kicker that's been kicking great this year, Duarte.
Duarte gets the handoff. Duarte spins across the 25. He got hit at the line of scrimmage, spun, and picked up 5 yards.
Duarte has been, without a doubt, Central's toughest runner this year. Getting those yards inside. 2 weeks ago at Morse, we saw him break one for about a 24-yard touchdown run. That time, as you mentioned, he was actually hit in the backfield, but still powered forward and picked up 5 positive yards.
It'll be 2nd and 15.
See if the Spartans come back to that and fake it to Duarte and give the ball to Ramirez or Pope running around the other side.
Reed under center. Duarte right behind him. Spartans put a motion, and the Tigers jump on the motion.
Yeah, we'll see if they were drawn offside. Doesn't appear to be. Is
5-yard penalty encroachment on the Tigers. That'll make it 2nd and 10.
So Central now, the run by Duarte, the offside that given them back the 10 yards they lost on the first down hole. Clock's in motion. We've only played about 4 minutes of game time, but a lot of things have been going on. Already had 2 turnovers.
A lot of fun so far. So sit back, relax.
Jake Reed in the shotgun.
Reed puts Pope in motion, but he hands off up the middle, and
That's Duarte again.
Duarte picks up about 5.
That Duarte is a young man who had never played football before his sophomore season, and they talked him into place kicking. And when he started kicking off, he liked the tackling so much that they started to let him play a little defense. And then last year when they lost some of their offensive backs, he said, I'll try it. And since then, he's been the starting fullback here for the Spartans.
3rd and 5. And a mix-up in the backfield. It was on the handoff, it was Ramirez, and he'll lose about a yard. It'll bring up 4th and 6. And they will, they get the tee out. They're going to try a field goal. Already have Duarte on the field. Reed's already there. He'll do the holding. They'll spot this one at about the 25-yard line. So it'll be a 35-yard field goal attempt from the left-footed Duarte. Snap is back. Kick is up. Got plenty of leg. And the kick is good. With 6:41 to play in the first quarter, the score, it is the Central Spartans 3, the Imperial Tigers nothing.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Aten Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Aten Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and Aten Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
There is nothing better than great customer service. Company that can help you with your project, answer your questions, and provide you with the right material to get the job done. Imperial Trusted Lumber Company in Imperial takes pride in doing just that for the homeowner or contractor. They even deliver valley-wide. Imperial Trusted Lumber carrying hardware supplies from lumber, concrete, windows, and doors to nuts and bolts. Everything a contractor or homeowner might need. Stop by today, 701 East 2nd Street in Imperial.
For the past months, El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial has been offering curbside pickup, and they will continue until they are able to open indoors. You can still get your favorite Mexican food, like special quesadillas, carne asada and pollo asada burritos, taco plates, and more. In fact, their menu is huge, and the food is outstanding. To place your order, call El Zarape Restaurant at 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Curbside pickup only.
Classic high school football is on the air. It was originally aired October 19, 2015.
The Spartans will kick off. And that is Guzman that will do the kicking. And it's a pooch kick. It'll be bouncing around at the 35. It's open. It's free. There's a scrum, and let's see who's going to come up with it from the bottom.
I believe the Tigers are down there at the bottom. I believe the Tigers are down there at the bottom of the pile.
Well, the ball can change possession several times on the bottom of the pile, John. If you've ever been in the scrum like that, and the Spartans do recover, and they'll put it in play 1st and 10 on the Tiger 30-yard line. The ball, it's not a round ball. It bounces funny, and it took a couple of funny hops, and the Spartans able to corral it.
One of the Imperial Tigers dove on the football and it just squirted out underneath him like a greased pig. And I did not see the number of who recovered that football, but Central taking a page out of the Imperial book. Imperial on the first kickoff, onside kicked, and that had a player that could have got it, but it went out of bounds. This one the Spartans did get.
From the shotgun, Reed puts Ramirez in motion on the option, pitches back. Ramirez loses the football, and then he covers it up at about the 37-yard line. The Spartans will lose 7 on that play. That's one of the few times we've seen them run just the straight option, John.
And it looked like the pitch was good, but just not able to complete it with Ramirez. Ramirez did the appropriate thing. Instead of trying to pick up and run, he just slid into it, crowded it, no chance he wasn't going to make the recovery. So after the big break on getting the onside kick, Central now looking at 2nd and 17 from the Tigers' own 37-yard line.
Reed from the shotgun, double wing,
in tight.
Back to pass, looking, fires downfield, and it'll be complete.
Yeah, Giancano down there was on it. Coronado was able to get the first return of the game for either team. Picked up the 7 yards they lost on first down. That'll bring up 3rd and 10.
And one thing to keep in mind, Giancarlo Coronado was open underneath, but the guy deep was running free. All you got to do is be able to get him the football, and the Spartan passing offense this year has been nil.
The 3rd starting quarterback of the year, and we're in the 6th game.
And Ramirez goes in motion. Reed is decked, loses the football, and the Tigers recover it as Reed was hit and dropped. And big hit, coughed up the football, and on that hit was Mario Areola. Areola with the sack caused the fumble. The Tigers will put it in play. It'll be 1st and 10 Imperial at the Spartan, at their own 43-yard line.
Did not see the number again of who recovered that. A big hit by Areola. Dropped the ball loose. Now Imperial on the offense.
Spread formation, got everybody wide, but they pitch it underneath, and it'll be a pickup of about 3 yards.
Yeah, on the pitch that time, getting the ball.
The ball carrier was Luis Sotelo.
Right, he was able to turn upfield, picked up about 2 yards.
No huddle from the shotgun, Bonillas. And he hands off to the first back through, and he keeps pushing his way forward and picks up a couple of yards. David Savage will carry it into Spartan territory, mark it at the 39-yard line.
And Savage is the one that last year as a sophomore scored 4 or 5 touchdowns in a game. Looked like he was going to take the mantle from Royce Freeman, and we haven't heard from him since.
Savage, the deep back in the out of the shotgun, and this time Bonillas fakes it to Savage, goes off the block, down inside the 35, mark it on the 33-yard line. So he picks up about 6.
Big pickup by Bonillas as they run the read option. Bonillas looks to see where the most advantageous spot is, and that time he kept it, took it himself.
Bonillas, no huddle, pitches back. It is Savage, and Savage is dumped immediately as there was nothing there. Jake Reed put the big hit on him. Jake Reed, I think what we've seen in the first quarter, John, he's picked up his defense. Maybe he's got the energy and the enthusiasm from being the starting quarterback.
Yeah, Bonillas has a very good arm. He's a good passing quarterback.
Spread formation, 3rd and 7. Bonillas dumps it into the flat. It is complete, and breaking one tackle, running back, looking for some blocks, hits the blocks across the 10, the 5, into the end zone, touchdown.
Well, he's a little bit short, Carol. They're going to mark him just short of the end zone. It was a just short pitch and catch. Bonillas threw the ball to Raymond Beeman about 5 yards, and Beeman did the rest. But right now, they're right up on the line of scrimmage. It looks like they put it down on the 4-yard line, and they're ready to try to punch it in for their first score.
They mark it on the 4, and now there's a timeout. Imperial takes the timeout. 3:07 to play in the first quarter. Our score, it is Central 3, Imperial nothing.
The Central Union Adult School is ready to support your adult learning goals. We are the first choice for adults seeking to complete their high school diploma or wanting to learn English. We offer the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own high school diploma program. Contact our office for registration information, 760-312-7050, or look us up online and on Facebook.
Do you need printing? Do you need it as soon as possible? The UPS Store, 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro has you covered. Their print and graphic design department can help you get the word out with many printing options. Business cards, vinyl banners, flyers of any size. And they print social distancing signs for your business or event. Right now, the UPS Store at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro is offering 500 free black and white flyers to local businesses affected by COVID-19. Offer expires December 31st, 2020. And of course, the UPS Store will assist you in all your shipping needs. The UPS Store, 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Practice the drum, feed your fish, practice your Spanish.
Miércoles.
Finally finish your last class of the day. Thank you. Finish your homework, pick up your brothers, take them to McDonald's, and get them Big Mac burgers and Chicken McNuggets, which makes you the best sister ever meal. There's a meal for every moment at McDonald's, especially when you buy one of your faves and get another for just $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
First and goal from the 4, the Imperial Tigers. Somebody's going to have to go off the field with an equipment problem, probably a chin strap.
Carol is what happened on the timeout. Is Imperial right up on the line of scrimmage, ready to go, and they realized they only had 10 players on the field, so they didn't want to run a play with 10 players inside the 5. Wisely took a timeout.
Bonillas from the shotgun. Actually, it's the pistol this time. Bonillas has the ball snapped over his head. He picks it up back at the 20. He is hit, spins down, and the Spartans trying to strip the football, but unable to do that. And now there's a little bit of a scuffle on the field, and flags go as tempers go, and more flags go.
Yeah, we'll see if this is going to be both teams or if they're just going to get the defending player who started the scrum. Flags once again everywhere. Now the ball is put down on the 17-yard line, so that's a huge loss. And we'll see those. The referees now are on the 20-yard line, and Imperial, they're going across to their side. Central, that all happened in front of their bench, so right away the coaches grabbed a couple of offending players. This is a critical decision here. If they call it against the Spartans, they're just going to take away that big break that they just had. If it goes against both teams, which usually is what happens when you have 2 players, wrestling around like that, then it's just going to be second down and Imperial in a little bit worse position. Although with Bonilla, Savage, and the rest of the crew, they can certainly make up this.
And we'll have to keep an eye and see if there might even be an ejection. But we'll see. Personal foul against Imperial. Personal foul against Central.
That's probably the right call. You don't want to penalize a team when both of them are doing it. No ejections. And so the play will stand. The loss is back all the way to the 17. That's a 13-yard loss.
It'll be second and goal from the 17. The snap was not good. Now they're going to march it back. Well, they're going to march 15 and then 15.
Right, then turn around, and now they're going to go 15 the other way.
Kind of a symbolic type thing, kind of like the UN.
Also, it's to let the heads kind of cool off a little bit and tempers to simmer down, and that's on all sides, not just the football players, but the coaching and everybody else. Get everybody get on the same page. We're ready to play some football.
Second and goal from the 17. And John Seaman, the referee tonight, speaking to players on both sides of the line of scrimmage and saying, calm down, boys. Let's play football. I don't want to have to remove somebody from the game. And John Wood.
This has turned into quite a rivalry for the last 5 years. Central and Imperial have really gone at each other.
From the shotgun, Bonillas. Puts Keck in motion, gives the ball to Keck. Keck gets the block, tries to turn it outside. He's dropped for a loss. And I'm trying to see who it was that hit him.
Coming up to make the tackle for the Central Spartans, that was Derek Guzman.
So
now the ball is all the way back to the 20-yard line. They put it on the other side. It's on the 21, so that's another 4-yard loss.
3rd and goal from the 21. From the shotgun. 3 wide on the right side. Now they flood that with the back, and Bonillas tries a draw, empty the middle of the defense, and then try the draw, and he picked up about 4 yards. That's it. It'll bring up a 4th down.
We're going to see a field goal attempt, Carol, because the Tigers have an excellent field goal kicker in Josue Robles. He's a senior. He's easily within his range. This is going to be a 34-yarder. Duarte converted a 35-yarder. And it's right. It's actually on the left hash mark, right-footed hitter, so that's where you want it.
Robles approaches. The kick is up. Got plenty of leg on that, too. And the kick is good. So we've got 1:17 to play in the first quarter. Our score, Central 3, Imperial 3.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada, Pico Market. Southwest Security, a locally owned security company protecting your property or business 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Their mission is to provide their customers with the service of protecting your property, whether it's your home, business, or a construction site. Your satisfaction is their #1 priority. Don't have any more sleepless nights. Call Southwest Security and get your free quote at 760-970-5400. That's 970-5400. Whether you need security for one night or yearly, Southwest Security is there for you. Call 970-5400.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill. 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450. Classic high school football is on the air. Central Spartans taking on the Imperial Tigers. Originally aired October 19, 2015.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXOL Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
We're knotted at 3, still in the first quarter. And another onside kick, and it's tipped, and ball's free again. And let's see who ends up with this one. Can anybody kick it away?
Just going to have to wait and see till they get to the bottom. It looks like Central's going to come away with it again. So we've had 3 kickoffs, Carol, and 3 onside attempts. 1 recovered by the Spartans, the other 2 recovered by the Spartans. So they're 3 for 3, and obviously Imperial 0 for 3 on the night. Central, excellent field position, will start on their 43.
That's one of the problems with an onside or even a pooch kick. You're giving up some good field position, but it's a roll of the dice. You know, and after all, Imperial is coming into this game 0-5.
And there is risk reward. Central has not been an offensive juggernaut this season. They're starting their 3rd quarterback tonight.
It has been their defense that has carried them.
Everybody in tight, both teams.
Reed pitches back. That is Ramirez, and Ramirez rips off a 9-yard gain. And Jake Reed, talking to the officials, said, look, I got rid of the ball, and it's 9 yards down the field, and the guy's still hitting me.
Well, that's why they call it football.
Exactly.
Once you take a step like you're going to run, then you are not open season, but the other team certainly can go ahead and tackle you if they feel you may have the football.
It is a gain of 8, so it'll be 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line in Tiger territory. Duarte gets the football. Duarte hit in the backfield, but he struggles forward and gets it back to the line of scrimmage. He got hit 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, managed to get it back there, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that's about the best 0-yardage run you're ever going to see, as Duarte was hit 2 yards deep, as you called it. Not a good exchange center quarterback, not a good exchange quarterback running back, as the Tigers just flooded across, and yet Duarte has shown all year his toughness, as it looks like we're going to run out the first quarter here and go into the second quarter.
Well, they have to move the ball half a yard on the other side. At the end of the first quarter of play, our score, Imperial 3, Central 3.
For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross in El Centro.
Baja Farms in Holtville has been farming for many years and takes pride in what they've accomplished with their operations. It has enabled them to support their communities and support youth of Imperial Valley from FFA to 4-H, youth sports, and academics. Baja Farms hopes to continue this for many years. And here's a message from your friends at Baja Farms. During these trying times, be safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecue chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday is steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
You are listening to High School Football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
And let's see if we can update some scores for you. Brawley leads Southwest 7-0 in the first quarter. Holtville 13, Mountain Empire 7. That's also a first quarter score.
And we know that Murray Anderson doing a great job on that.
Murray and Jared Garrawal, they are on KXORadio.com.
Streaming that game live, as well as this game is also streaming live. Let's see what Centro come up with here, Carol. This is very crucial third and about 2.5.
Going the other way now, going left to right, west to east. And the handoff in the middle and pushing forward and getting up close to the line needed for the first down.
That's Duarte. Looks like he might be about half a football length short. So now you have decision time for the Spartans. It's, not even a foot short. They may even have to measure this, but I guess they've decided, no, we're going to call it fourth down. So, again, another tremendous 2-yard run by Duarte, as the whole Imperial defense was right there stuffing him. Quick handoff up the middle. Now we're going to get a timeout by the officials because very alertly, Coach Hobbs said, look, I want you to measure it. I want to see exactly how far it is before we go ahead and decide if we want to try to go for this near midfield. So that's the coach's prerogative. John Seaman is going to bring the chains across now to see how much distance that the Spartans need. Meanwhile, Coach Hobbs is talking with his quarterback, the senior Jake Reed. I believe Coach Hobbs realizes they are short. This just gives him pretty much a timeout without having to be taken.
You can request the measurement. That's perfectly legitimate. And now it is about a football length shy. Now, you got a pretty good-sized quarterback. Of course, it's his first start at quarterback this year. So, have they got the exchange between center and quarterback down? Is the communications there? Are you going to trust him to pick up that half yard? Or are you going to give it to Duarte? Or What are you going to do? Me, I like the bootleg, John.
Yeah, try to break it big. Maybe give it to somebody going around one of the corners.
From the shotgun, it is Reed, and Reed does get the first down.
Yeah, Duarte took some big hits as 4 of the Tigers thought he was going to get the football. Meanwhile, Reed had it, took it, no doubt. First down as soon as he secured the ball, put it away. So Central was only their second first down. The first one was on that 56-yard run by Nick Ramirez in the first quarter. So now their second first down, the ball sitting right on the 46-yard line. Needed a foot. They got 2 more. So we'll give that a yard gain, and Central putting the ball back in play now.
It's on the 46-yard line of the Tigers. We're knotted at 3 here early in the second quarter. Spartans come out. Wide on the left side. That's the wide side slot on the left side. In motion goes Aki. Pitches to Aki. Aki's got the speed to turn the corner. Bounces it outside. Cuts it in. He's down to the 40. Aki is the only real speed that the Spartans can bring out. Ramirez has some speed, but Aki is a burner.
All right, Aki's a track star, and it's good to see the Spartan staff still showing confidence. Jordan had the fumble in the first quarter on his first carry. Give him another carry. As what you did the first time, picked up another 5 yards. I know the coaching staff of the Tigers would rather see anybody but Aki with the football in his hand. He's dangerous the way he can turn the corner out there.
It's that wing. Everybody in tight. Aki goes in motion. The ball on the wing buck goes to Ramirez, and there's nothing there. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, the wing buck is a play that Coach Gino Martin, when he was running here for the Spartans, made famous. Needs to be a little crisper, a little sharper. That time it took too long to develop, and the Tigers, their 2 defensive tackles just pinched in, and no place for Ramirez to go.
John, did you see that wire service article about the Riverside Martin Luther King football player? 7 foot, 410 pounds. 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Dumping it off. It's complete. And good for a first down. The pass completed to Duarte. And just a little flare into the flat. And Duarte picks up 7.
Yeah, if you want to get a first down where you might need a catch after run and then maybe a shoulder lowered to power forward, Duarte's your man. And he did just that. He cleaned out one of the cornerbacks by himself with a nice hit. Finally brought down just inside the 35. We'll call it the 34. 7-yard gain. 3rd first down.
1st and 10. We're tied at 3 here in the second quarter. Wide on the right, slot right. Back to pass is Reed. He's hit and dropped immediately.
Ball came out again, but that's after he was hit. And then the Tigers jumped all over him, and he's wondering, hey, I don't mind them being late, but how about sometime tonight? And yet the referee said, well, it's just action play. They don't know what's going on. That's a huge loss all the way back to the 44. 10-yard loss.
Lambert Soto on the sack.
And now the Spartans will send Nick Ramirez to the sidelines.
3rd and 20.
Mentioned Gino Martin, his brother, Brian Martin, who was a baseball coach here at Central, now the head varsity coach at Imperial, is also helping Imperial football. We saw him come through the booth before the game.
Under center, Reed pitches back. It is Pope. Pope high steps across the middle, and he'll pick up about 8. Nice run in the middle.
Yeah, Pope is able to show that he's also got some maneuverability, much like Jordan Aki. See if the Spartans can get both of them on the field at the same time, put some pressure on the defense. Nice, we'll call it a nice 6-yard pickup for Pope. Only his 2nd carry of the evening, but it does still bring up 3rd and about 14.
Duarte comes out. He got tweaked his ankle just a little bit. He's getting hit on every play, whether he has the football or not. And that's a legal, legitimate hit.
And he also many times lead blocks through the hole. He's big blocks that the other running backs like Ramirez, Aki follow.
3rd and 14, and it is Reed on the draw. Across the 30, the 25, the 20, and out of bounds at about the 16-yard line, make it the 15. Jake Reed on the quarterback draw. Nobody expected that. They were on the Red Dog blitz mode for the Tigers, and he just sucked them in and ran right past them. There was no secondary contained.
Yes, that is Reed's third official carry, but one of those was a sack. The other one was on that 4th and inches when he powered forward. So certainly caught off guard were the Imperial Tigers. Reed showed good speed, broke outside. Nice block by Giancarlo Coronado on the defensive cornerback that sprung Reed.
It is 1st and 10 from the 15. And again, the Spartans pounded in the middle.
I believe Reed that time wanted to give the ball to Duarte, but decided better take it himself, like a read option. So Reed kept it and was able to take it down to the 13 for a nice 3-yard pickup on first down.
Reed on the read option.
I thought you'd like that.
Yes, R-E-E-D on the R-E-A-D option.
If they come back to that play, I would expect this time for Duarte to get the handoff.
2nd and 8.
Double wide out to the left side.
Pope goes in motion. The pitch is to Pope. He's on the outside, bounces it outside, hesitates, and never should have hesitated. That was a mistake, but then it's easy for me to see that from up here.
Yeah, Pope shows good speed, good maneuverability, good missability, but that time just made a bad decision to try to slow down. He who hesitates is lost is an adage that springs true in all areas of life, but especially when you're carrying a football.
Well, the shake and bake works Saturday at the Pop Warner game. Seldom works at the varsity level unless you've got, Royce Freeman moves. And Royce didn't have to do the shake and bake. He'd just run over you.
Or around you, if he felt like it. And if he wanted to, he'd make you look bad by, giving you some of those moves.
On the reverse, and that gets nowhere.
It does put the ball right in the middle of the field, though. It's a 19-yard line, so I suspect we're going to see another field goal attempt.
Vincent ran that play very well last week, several times, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Again, Central, you expect with a new quarterback, a little bit shaky, a little bit slow on some of their handoffs, and that's exactly what happened there.
Updating some scores, Southwest 7, Brawley 7 in the second quarter. And it's Palo Verde 14, Calexico nothing, second quarter. The field goal attempt, it's up, and it's most of the way to Holtville, and it's good. 5:05 to play in the first half. Our score, it is Centro 6 and Imperial 3.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Aten Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Aten Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and Aten Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
There is nothing better than great customer service. Company that can help you with your projects, answer your questions, and provide you with the right material to get the job done. Imperial Trusted Lumber Company in Imperial takes pride in doing just that for the homeowner or contractor. They even deliver valley-wide. Imperial Trusted Lumber carrying hardware supplies from lumber, concrete, windows, and doors to nuts and bolts. Everything a contractor or homeowner might need. Stop by today, 701 East 2nd Street in Imperial.
Well, our score here, it is Central 6, Imperial 3. What inning are we in, John?
Yeah, the baseball playoffs are going on right now, so it's a nice baseball score. We do need to make sure that he gets his props. That was Ricky Guzman that kicked that ball halfway to Holtville. Easy to tell. He's right-footed. Duarte's left-footed. And the Spartan staff does that. They have just a gut feeling. Whoever they think is going to go out there and make the field goal, that's what they send out there. And now Guzman is going to tee it up. He will kick off.
And let's see if he kicks it deep or if he tries another one of those. Well, we'll kick it somewhere down the middle.
See if we get our first kick away. Oh, it's going to be another onside kick. We've had 3 already.
Okay, it's a line drive that's knocked down at the 30 and covered at the 30. And that was just a flat line drive. The Imperial Tiger tried to get out of the way, but it hit him and he caught it. So the Tigers will put it in play.
Right at the 30-yard line, and they are going on the offense. Now, the Tigers change possession, are going to huddle up, but they have been running some hurry up, so we'll see if they have 2 or 3 plays called already.
For the most part, they've been running no huddle all evening.
Pistol formation.
Bonillas now,
we had a Central player lined up offside, and one of his teammates was trying to tell him, but the referee heard the teammate, so he saw it, said, yeah, you're right. And since it's not a chance to get back, this is not pro, Central gives up 5 yards.
And John, Southwest and Brawley tied at 7 across town.
Yeah, Brawley's finding out Southwest has a football team this year.
And back to pass, Bonillas, and he dumps it off underneath. And breaking tackles all the way down the far sidelines. That was, I believe, it was
Brandon Wessel, the sophomore.
Brandon Wessel.
The super sophomore. Southwest has several of them. He's a super sophomore for the Tigers. He broke 4 or 5 tackles. They're going to mark it down all the way to the 38-yard line. First down for the Tigers, but that was all Brandon Wessel.
No huddle. From the shotgun, back to pass, Bonillas looking, fires. It is tossed underneath, incomplete, intended for Keck. And coverage there by Ramirez.
And we saw Bonillas' arm. He is a pitcher on the baseball team as well. He's 2 for 4 now, but he's got an arm. He can throw the football. He also has a couple nice legs. He can run the ball, so that's why he's that dual threat as quarterback.
And Bonillas keeps it, loses the football, and then is spun down. It took a nice bounce right back up to him, so he was able to keep the football, but the hit and the tackle in there by Pope.
And that's going to be a loss back outside the 40. They're going to put it on the 42-yard line. 4-yard loss for Bonillas. 3rd time he's been tackled for a loss tonight.
In back to pass, fakes one way, tosses it over the middle. It's a touchdown. As the defender fell down, and that goes all the way in for the score.
That's Raymond Beeman on the catch. And just as you mentioned, they put Wessel in motion, and the defender on Beeman kind of fudged and went after Wessel, and then Beeman ran right by him, and he tried to regain his composure. The Central player dove, but no chance. Easy pitch and catch. 42-yard touchdown pass.
Well, we've got the swinging gate formation opening up for the point after, but now they shift into the more conventional format. Robles will try the kick. Snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good. With 4:01 to play in the first half. Our score, Imperial 10 and Central 6. It's high school football. We are live on AM 1230 KXO. I'm Carol, he's John, and we'll be back with the kickoff.
For the past months, El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial has been offering curbside pickup, and they will continue until they are able to open indoors. You can still get your favorite Mexican food, like special quesadillas, carne asada and pollo asada burritos, taco plates, and more. In fact, their menu is huge, and the food is outstanding. To place your order, call El Zarape Restaurant at 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Curbside pickup only.
Are you in need of your high school diploma? The Central Union Adult School offers the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own 135-credit high school diploma program for adults aged 18 and up. We are also your locally authorized Pearson and ETS testing center. And coming this fall, we are offering GRE testing as well. Call us at 760-312-7050 or visit us at cuhsd.net or on Facebook.
Don't just be employed, be essential with training from CET. At the Center for Employment Training, you can start any day with open enrollment. Train for essential careers like construction and truck driving. Go to cetweb.edu. Financial aid is available for those who qualify, and we offer job placement assistance to graduates. All programs can be completed in under a year based on attendance. Go to cetweb.edu or call 760-592-0208 for CET. We work for your future.
Do you need printing? Do you need it as soon as possible? The UPS Store, 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro has you covered. Their print and graphic design department can help you get the word out with many printing options. Business cards, vinyl banners, flyers of any size. And they print social distancing signs for your business or event. Right now, the UPS Store at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro is offering 500 free black and white flyers to local businesses affected by COVID-19. Offer expires December 31st, 2020. And of course, the UPS Store will assist you in all your shipping needs. The UPS Store, 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
Well, Robles kicks off and he kicks deep into the end zone for a touchback, but there is a flag, and that means where it is that Imperial was offsides, and so they'll kick it again, and this time do it from the 35-yard line.
That's the first kickoff we've had deep tonight, and since the young man Robles put it in the end zone, you got to kind of wonder why try all those onside kicks. Just put it in the end zone. Central has a hard time going 45 yards. See how they do from 80 yards out.
It will be Robles.
Let's see if that's just a ploy now. They're going to go an onside kick from the 35, trying to lull the Spartans into a funk.
And it's a high, deep kick, and it's a touchback. So from 35 yards out, he still puts it into the end zone. It'll be Spartan football, 1st and 10. When we come back, our score, it's Imperial 10, Central 6.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada, Pico Market. Southwest Security, a locally owned security company protecting your property or business 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Their mission is to provide their customers with the service of protecting your property, whether it's your business or construction. Your satisfaction is one property. Don't have any more sleepless nights. Call Southwest Security and get your free quote at 760-970-5400. That's 970-5400. Whether you need security for one night or yearly, Southwest Security is there for you. Call 970-5400.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill. 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450.
Just come out 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. And Reed dumps it off into the flat. It's an incomplete pass. As it was intended in the flat.
Derek Guzman, they threw the ball to Derek and just not able to bring it in. The ball may have been lost in the lights because we look and see there's a bank of lights right there, even with the 20-yard line. First pass incompleted tonight by Jake Reed, the quarterback.
It'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Reed had been 2 for 2 before that pass. The clock stops with 3:53 to go. Central with 2 timeouts remaining.
Reed pitches off, and that is Aki, and there's Contain on the far side, and he's dropped, and looks like he'll lose a yard or so. Yeah. Nothing there. Aki unable to get up ahead of steam, and the Imperial Tigers defense playing Contain.
We'll have all the stats at halftime, including those individually for the Tigers and the Spartans. And so far, the turnovers by the Tigers and the 2 onside kick attempts, that's like 4 turnovers right there. Give the ball to the Spartans, so that is going to influence the stats. But passing the ball, running the ball, Imperial has been impressive tonight.
2nd and 11. Reed from the shotgun, looks, has time, fires deep downfield, got a man open, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver,
Jordan Aki.
Aki looking to make an over-the-shoulder catch and went right through his hands.
Would not have been an easy catch. As you mentioned, the ball was tailing back over his shoulder. Got his hands on it, but that was a tough catch. Reed put the ball exactly where he needed to, away from the defensive player. And we will now see our first punt. At least Central lining up on their own 19. We expect them to punt. Can't tell if that's Guzman or Duarte back to kick, but he puts a foot into it, we'll know. It is Guzman.
And he gets away a nice kick. It'll be fielded at the 40 and out across the 45 to about the 47-yard line in Tiger territory.
3 minutes to go. Imperial starting on their own 44-yard line. We'll call it the 45. The ball just touching the 45-yard line. Imperial would like to go ahead and build on this 10-6 lead, put another score up. They also will receive the second half kick when we're done with all the halftime festivities. Remember, tonight is homecoming.
And 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Spotted on the 45.
Bonilla's 3 for 5 in this half.
Bonilla's empty backfield.
Raymond Beeman split wide out to the left.
And dumps it off over the middle again. Wide open. And down to the 15, to the 10. There was nobody,
Ted Vogel,
anywhere near him as Coach Gary Laguerra and his offensive coordinator have found some holes in the defensive armor of the Spartans. It'll be 1st and goal as they spot it.
Yeah, it's just inside the 10. Let's call it the 9, Carol.
Keck has somebody in the backfield with him for a change. And hands off to the fullback. And I believe that is Hueso. Hueso gets it down. He'll spot it on the 5. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5.
So we're going to have some interesting stats at halftime. Bonilla's lit up the scoreboard tonight, and Imperial now trying to go in for...
And Bonilla now takes it in for the score. Takes it to Hueso. Takes a step back on the quarterback draw. Takes it into the end zone. And the Imperial Tigers go ahead with the... go further ahead. 16-6 right now. They're looking to make a 17th point right now. And I don't know if you can hear, but the Imperial Pep Band is here tonight.
Josue Robles, automatic from the PAT.
Are they gonna? They had to take a timeout. They couldn't get their kicking team on the field in time. will take a timeout. 2:12 to play in the first half. Right now it's Imperial 16 and Centro 6.
For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross and El Centro.
Baja Farms in Holtville has been farming for many years and takes pride in what they've accomplished with their operations. It has enabled them to support their communities and support youth of Imperial Valley from FFA to 4-H, youth sports, and academics. Baja Farms hopes to continue this for many years. And here's a message from your friends at Baja Farms. During these trying times, be safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecue chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday is steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
High school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com. The Tigers, again, show that swinging gait. This time they do snap at Bonillas, looking to make the end zone, and he's chopped down.
But he did get in. Bonillas did cross the goal line, so that'll be a conversion for 2, and it will now push the score 18-6.
2:12 to play. It's Imperial 18 and Central 6.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Aten Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Aten Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and Aten Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
There is nothing better than great customer service. Company that can help you with your project, answer your questions, and provide you with the right material to get the job done. Imperial Trusted Lumber Company in Imperial takes pride in doing just that for the homeowner or contractor. They even deliver valley-wide. Imperial Trusted Lumber carrying hardware supplies from lumber, concrete, windows, and doors to nuts and bolts. Everything a contractor or homeowner might need. Stop by today, 701 East 2nd Street in Imperial.
The Imperial Tigers went 55 yards. They did it on 3 plays. The big play, the pass play, right down the middle. And the touchdown, Bonillas. The extra point, Bonillas. The kickoff will roll down and goes out of bounds. And so the Spartans should get it at their own 35-yard line.
At decision time, we've mentioned this several times, they can make the other team kick again. They can take it where it went out of bounds, which I don't think they do that, or they can take it on their own 35. Once again, I'm not really sure why they don't let Robles kick the ball away. He can put the ball in the end zone. Obviously, previous kickoff from the 35-yard line after the penalty put it well within the end zone. But the coaching staff elected to pooch kick it. It went out of bounds on about the 20, so Centro said, we'll take it upfield. First down from the 35.
Coming up at halftime, we are hoping to visit with Craig Lyon, the new principal on campus here at Central Union High School. The Spartans again keep it inside and breaking through for about a 7-yard gain. And that was Nick Ramirez.
Ramirez getting another carry here in the first half. Centro was all 3 timeouts left. The clock ticking with 1:50 counting down. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. From the shotgun. Handoff again in the middle. I believe that's Ramirez again.
Coming over from the wing on the in motion. Ramirez getting the football this time, not nearly the success.
Got 1 yard, so it'll bring up 3rd and a long 3.
Ramirez, the workhorse, 8 carries so far in the first half.
The Imperial Tigers with an impressive passing attack have the lead tonight.
Imperial looking for their first victory on the season.
And pass in the flat again. It is complete. Duarte, now that's a flag. That was really dumb. I'm sorry, son. That was dumb. I mean, he just jumped on the pile 3 minutes after the play had been blown dead. So that's going to cost the Imperial Tigers 15 yards. And, there was no excuse for that one, John.
Yeah, nice 9-yard pickup on the pass and catch to Duarte. Looks like Reed Duarte got something going here in the 6th game of the season. And then the late hit's going to add on 15 more.
They're going to spot it down at the 34-yard line. You've got Central down. Don't give him the break, and he just did.
Central and Imperial are both now with 5 first downs each.
Deep pitch, and running out of bounds. It's Ramirez. Nick Ramirez picks up a couple of yards, and then smartly steps out of bounds because there was nothing to be gained by getting tackled inbounds.
Saves the timeout. Give a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Ball is on the 30, we'll call it the 31-yard line.
Reed looks a lot more comfortable rolling out on the pass plays. In the pocket, he doesn't look that comfortable, like he's trying to read to figure out what's going on.
Drops back, rolls to his right, looks, keeps, dumps it away, he throws it away. Good idea. That one was a heads-up play. So it'll bring up a 3rd and about 7.
Ramirez a very respectable 3 for 6 on the half. The other side of the football, Benitez is 4 for 6. But that's where the similarities in, as Benitez has gone well over the 100-yard mark. As we did not see a flag down, it was right down by the sidelines, but the Central Spartans had an illegal player downfield. As the coach is saying, how can the man be downfield when you say he's right here? That's not 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. But does not appear that the plea is going to fall on appealing ears. They've already moved the ball back all the way to the 43-yard line.
Intentional grounding was the call. So that is the loss of yardage and the loss of a down, which means it's 4th down.
Well, I can see why they were arguing so violently about no man downfield, because there wasn't. But boy, that ball was thrown high, but it was right over the receiver's head.
Reed on a 4th and forever scrambles, and he'll be dropped at the 48-yard line, so he'll lose another 5 yards and turn the ball over to the Tigers. And with 29 seconds and a no-huddle offense, and the way the Tigers have exploited the middle of the Spartan defense, this could get dangerous.
Well, Carol, I'm going to have to be honest with you. That was 3rd down. I do the play-by-play chart, and we had Ramirez ran on the first down for 3 yards. You had the pass incomplete. Yeah, it's a loss of down. That means it's 3rd down, not 4th down.
You're right.
So somewhere we lost sight of which down it was. When you lose a down, they don't take another one away. That just means the play down doesn't count.
You don't get that one over.
Imperial's ball, so that's not going to change either.
Bonillas from the shotgun, drops back, looks deep, has time, fires again, trying to get it over the middle.
We have a flag down right at the line of scrimmage, which would indicate probably a hold against the offensive Tigers.
Raymond Beeman was the intended receiver there.
And that's the call with 23 seconds to go, as once again it looks like Timbers are starting to flare up a little bit. After the ball was released, Bonillas took a big hit by the Central Spartans, purely legal, but he didn't like it too much. Neither did one of his offensive linemen. They came over and helped him up and had a few things to say. So now as the hold is going to be enforced, it'll be 1st and 20.
And 23 to play.
Now, Imperial will receive the second half kick, so they may just go to the victory formation, with exactly what they're doing here. They're going to take a knee, and unless Centro calls a timeout.
And
clock runs. Bonillas downs the football.
And that should be the end of the first half.
Again, the only way it won't be is if Centro uses one of their 3 timeouts, and it looks like they are not going to do that.
So at the end of the first half of play, our score is Imperial 18 and the Central Spartans 6.
For the past month, El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial has been offering curbside pickup, and they will continue until they are able to open indoors. You can still get your favorite Mexican food, like special quesadillas, carne asada and pollo asada burritos, taco plates, and more. In fact, their menu is huge, and the food is outstanding. To place your order, call El Zarape Restaurant at 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Curbside pickup only.
The Central Union Adult School is ready to support your adult learning goals. We are the first choice for adults seeking to complete their high school diploma or wanting to learn English. We offer the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own high school diploma program. Contact our office for registration information, 760-312-7050, or look us up online and on Facebook.
Don't just be employed, be essential with training from CET. At the Center for Employment Training, you can start any day with open enrollment. Train for essential careers like construction and truck driving. Go to cetweb.edu. Financial aid is available for those who qualify, and we offer job placement assistance to graduates. All programs can be completed in under a year based on attendance. Go to cetweb.edu or call 760-592-0208 for CET. We work for your future.
Do you need printing? Do you need it as soon as possible? The UPS Store, 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro has you covered. Their print and graphic design department can help you get the word out with many printing options. Business cards, vinyl banners, flyers of any size. And they print social distancing signs for your business or event. Right now, the UPS Store at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro is offering 500 free black and white flyers to local businesses affected by COVID-19. Offer expires December 31st, 2020. And of course, the UPS Store will assist you in all your shipping needs. The UPS Store, 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
You're listening to High School Football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
And we are live at Cal Jones Field on the campus of Central Union High School. It's the first Imperial Valley League game of the year for both the Imperial Tigers and the Central Spartans. The Tigers right now with an 18-6 lead. The Spartans offense basically has been 2 field goals. And the Imperial Tigers, well, they got their field goal. And actually, after that, they scored 2 touchdowns. So the Tigers putting on a bit of an offensive display as they've come into this game 0-5, but they're looking to get healthy pretty quick. And it's a homecoming night. Working hard at homecoming and everything else on campus right now. Craig Lyon, well, first off, congratulations, principal at Central Union High School, your alma mater, right?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I enjoy coming back home.
Okay. Now, you have been at Southwest for several years and in various and sundry capacities there, but you're back where you belong and leading here. Now, we won't go into the first half. It wasn't real pretty.
Yeah, I agree.
It is 18-6. The Spartans still try to find an offense, and You can see flashes of that at times, but just not completely coming together. Now, I'll run by some scores for you and get some reaction. Brawley and Southwest are tied at 14 at second quarter. Palo Verde is leading Calexico 14-0. Our old buddy Sean Johnson having a tough time in Bulldog Land. Holtville leads Mountain Empire 13-7. And Vincent trying to stay undefeated. They lead Calapat 7-0. Okay, you're on campus at Central. It's homecoming week. What's going on?
Well, there's so many great things that go on during homecoming week. Especially here at Central, you can just see the spirit. The students are excited about all the things that go on with dress-up days and being involved and showing their spirit. So it's a great week. At any school, but here. You just can't match, especially with this great Spartan band and, all the cheerleaders and everything. It's just a great experience to be here.
Now, you realize, you look out there at the Spartan band. Okay, there were 49 in my graduating class at the high school I went to, a total of 220 in the whole school. You got that beat with the tall flags, the band, the cheerleaders, the yell leaders, and the drill team.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And you can see that. It's always a spectacle here on a Friday night at Central. You just can't beat it. With the whole Friday night lights is unbelievable.
Okay, what else is going on sports-wise, fall sports that are going on right now?
We have the volleyball, cross-country, tennis, girls golf. So all of those are going on right now. It's been up and down the season. We've had some great games, and we've battled very, very well in some sports like volleyball. They've had some great matches against Calexico and Brawley, Imperial, and happened to knock off Southwest last week. So they're doing really well. It's exciting to be a part of that.
Okay, and what's coming up? I know basketball is, surprisingly, basketball is going to be here before you know it.
Oh, absolutely. It's crazy. I know coming in here, and I knew I was going to be busy, but it's amazing how quick this year's gone, and we're getting pretty close to about a month away from we were just talking about it today, that we need to get the gym floor redone so we can get ready for basketball season. So it's coming really quick, but it's great. It's good for kids, and the things that are great for kids and getting them involved is what's all about.
One of the things that we have always noticed, and I am not a Central or Southwest product, but just the feeling on campus at Central, there's a good family feeling. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's a comfortable feeling.
Oh, absolutely. And the one great thing about Central is that most of the students that attend Central are really close in proximity, and having that just means that they can kind of come to the football games or athletic events, and it's easy for them to be here. So that's what really you can see. You can go out there and see our student section, the Blue Zone. They get crazy every game, paints their face, and they're really enthusiastic about being a part of all this stuff, and that's the great part about Central.
Well, and like I said, watching the band, with all the choreography and the formations and everything they are doing, Renee Baker picked up the baton from Jimmy Cannon and has just continued that. And it's hard to believe how long Renee has been doing this, too.
Yeah, well, we were just talking to, Renee and I the other day, and that's exactly what I was like. It's just amazing, how long.
Jimmy was just here.
That's right. That's what it seems like. And for playing football on this field and running out when Jimmy Cannon was the director in that band, it's the same. You walk out here, and that was the one thing that was so easy to come back to Central, is that you walk out on a Friday night and hear that band playing, and I felt like I was back in the 80s.
I was going to talk to you about the parachute pants that you're wearing in the mullet. So, let's not go too far with getting back to the 80s.
I wish I could have a mullet, but with the way my hair's going, I'm not going to be able to grow anything.
Well, you can always visit Rent a Mullet. They're downtown. Anyway, Craig, we appreciate the visit. Suggestions for the second half?
Well, I just think, as you mentioned, I think our offense, we've had flashes, and we've had a couple of passes that are just a little bit too far. If we can make some minor adjustments, work on our assignments and make sure that we take care of our responsibilities, up front, I think we're going to be in the game. We're a player or two away from being right back into this game. So I'm excited to see what we do in the second half, and hopefully we can wear down Imperial. We got a line that works really well, and hopefully that will be the case.
And one thing, if you can get it within a couple of 2 or 3 points, you got a kicker. You got 2 kickers that can hit from 50 yards. Either one of them.
You're not lying. You look at that right now. We've had 2 great kicks in the first half. So what we just need to do is get back close and then give us a chance to steal a win out of here.
Naval is, you can see his touch in that.
Absolutely, that's for sure.
Okay, Craig, we appreciate the visit. Enjoy the halftime festivities.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada, Pico Market. Southwest Security, a 65 days mission, is to provide their customers with the service of protecting your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their #1 priority. Don't have any more sleepless nights. Call Southwest Security and get your free quote at 760-970-5400. That's 970-5400. Whether you need security for one night or yearly, Southwest Security is there for you. Call 970-5400.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill. 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450. Classic High School Football is on the air. It was originally aired October 19, 2015.
You're listening to High School Football on AM 1230 KXOL Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
And, well, thank you. We just got the kettle corn delivered. And we do appreciate that. And John, the kettle corn disappeared. What? He hands me the kettle corn, and immediately it's on John's side of the booth. Amazing.
I've got that, and I'm not going to tell the Imperial coaches that the kettle corn is here because that was sent up by one of the Imperial boosters, and if it doesn't make it to them, then I'm sorry. They're busy at halftime anyway.
That's our buddy, the kettle corn guy, and it's one of the neat things about the Spartan and Southwest games. Tonight he's here, but sometimes he's at the Southwest games. The kettle corn is a big part of Friday night football. John, you've got some numbers. While you go over the numbers, I will see how much of the kettle corn I can polish off.
All right, here at the half, the most important number is the score, where the Imperial Tigers are leading the Central Spartans 18-6. Imperial has a field goal, 2 touchdowns, a PAT kick, and a 2-point PAT conversion for their 18 points. Running the football in the first half, Imperial only ran it 13 times from scrimmage, only got 17 yards. Now that's because the quarterback Bermudez was sacked a number of 5 different times for a negative 19 yards. So you take away those 19 yards, that's why there's only 17 total yards on 13 carries. However, Bermudez is not earning his letter tonight by running the football. His arm is. He's 4 for 6 for 145 yards. So extrapolate that out for a game. If he continues, that's going to put him near the 300-yard mark for yards passing. Imperial with 5 first downs. They did lose a fumble. They did have an interception. So actually on the night, Bermudez is 5 for 6, had an interception. He threw to the Spartans, Jake Reed. On the other side of the football, Central has run the ball 23 times from scrimmage for 101 yards. But again, one of those carries was for 56 yards. So you take that one on the night in the half. First time starter this year, Jake Reed, is 3 for 6 for 23 yards. That gives Central 124 yards. So the total yards is rather close. 162 for Imperial, 124 for the Spartans. First downs are the same, 5. Turnovers are the same. Central has fumbled the ball twice. Imperial has the interception and the fumble for their 2 turnovers. We'll be back to take a look at the individual rushing and passing stats after this.
For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross and El Centro.
Practice the drums, feed your fish, practice your Spanish.
Miércoles.
Finally, finish your last class of the day. Thank you. Finish your homework, pick up your brothers, take them to McDonald's, and get them Big Mac burgers and chicken McNuggets, which makes you the best sister ever meal. There's a meal for every moment at McDonald's, especially when you buy one of your faves and get another for just $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Baja Farms in Holtville has been farming for many years and takes pride in what they've accomplished with their operations. It has enabled them to support their communities and support youth of Imperial Valley from FFA to 4-H, youth sports, and academics. Baja Farms hopes to continue this for many years. And here's a message from your friends at Baja Farms. During these trying times, be safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.
Welcome back to Cal Jones Field, where at the half the Imperial Tigers are leading the homecoming Central Spartans 18-6. We mentioned that in the first half, Imperial ran the ball only 13 times from scrimmage for only 7 yards, but that factors in the 5 times Bonillas was tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Individually rushing the football for the Tigers, they spread out their 13 carries among 5 different ball players. And the super sophomore Brandon West only got 1 carry in the first half for 4 yards, but we'll see him on the receiving end in just a moment. Also with a carry, Joey Keck had 1 for a -4 yards. That was that option sweep they run where he was tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Bonillas, 8 carries total for only 1 yard. Again, factored in the 19 negative yards. So he had 20 total yards. But he does have a TD of a 5-yard run. So that's one of the 2 TDs Imperial got in the first half. Also, ball in the first half for the Tigers was the junior, David Savage, 2 carries, 14 yards. And finally getting 1 carry, Luis Sotelo for 2 yards. On the other side of the football, Central's 23 rushes was also accomplished by 5 different players. Running the ball from scrimmage was Jordan Ackey 3 times for 9 yards. The quarterback, Jake Reed, had 4 carries for 16 yards. Also, Alan Pope had 3 carries for 6 yards. Alex Duarte, the do-everything kicker, had 4 carries for 11 yards. And in the first half, the big ball carrier with 9 carries was Nick Ramirez for 59 yards. But if you remember, he had a 54-yard run on his first carry, only able to pick up 5 yards after that on 8 more carries. We also mentioned that Jake Reed is 3 for 6. Spread out among 2 receivers. Giancarlo Coronado had 1 reception for 7 yards, and the do-everything Alex Duarte had 2 catches for 16 yards. The 4 pass completions by Bonillas on the other side of the football were spread out among 3 receivers. Raymond Beeman had 2 catches, 72 total yards, and a touchdown. Brandon Hueso had 1 reception for 27 yards, and Ted Vogel had 1 reception for 46 yards. So there's your 145 total yards among 3 carriers, 4 receptions. You can see they had some big plays, big hits on those receptions. It's also been an interesting first half in that we had 4 kickoffs before somebody finally kicked the ball away. 3 different onside kick attempts, 2 by the Tigers, both of them recovered by the Spartans, 1 by the Spartans, and they did recover it. So we've had a little bit of everything in the first half. We look to see a little bit of everything more happening here in the second half. When you, Carol, go over the scoring drives, one thing that showed up is Imperial's 2 touchdown drives covered a lot of distance in a few plays. That does not bode well for your defense. None of those 12-play sustained drives. It was quick hits. So we'll see if the Central Spartan coaching staff can do something about that. We'll see if the Tiger coaching staff can do something about their offense and defense as the Tigers look for their first victory on the night and on the year.
But John, you're right. The Spartan, one of the highlights of the Spartans this year has been their defense, and the defense has given up some big plays. We'll be back and we'll update scores around the Valley when we come back. Our halftime score here, it's Imperial 18, Central 6.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Aten Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Aten Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and Aten Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
There is nothing better than great customer service. Company that can help you with your project, answer your questions, and provide you with the right material to get the job done. Imperial Trusted Lumber Company in Imperial takes pride in doing just that for the homeowner or contractor. They even deliver valley-wide. Imperial Trusted Lumber carrying hardware supplies from lumber, concrete, windows, and doors to nuts and bolts. Everything a contractor or homeowner might need. Stop by today, 701 East 2nd Street in Imperial.
We are at the half. The Central Spartans trail the Imperial Tigers 18-6. It's the first IVL game of the year for both teams. Other action going on around the Imperial Valley across town. We can see the lights from here. Brawley and Southwest knotted at 14. That is a halftime score. Palo Verde leads Calexico 14-0. That was the second quarter score. We have not had an update on that recently. Holtville at the half leads Mountain Empire 33-13. And Mountain Empire, the last couple of years, has had a pretty good program. Last year and this year, a little bit of a down year for them. Vincent leads Calapat 7-0. That is the second quarter score as well. So Vincent continuing their quest, staying undefeated on the year. And who knows? They can do it. They've got a good team, John. We saw that last week.
Right. The one thing Vincent now is trying to do is just recover all of their players. They had 6 starters out last week. The quarterback Robinson is on the mend. Talked to Dennis Jacobelli, and he mentioned that the young player is not nearly as severely hurt as had been feared, that he should be able to return to action, if not this week, then next week. And he's a big part, obviously, of their team. Although the sophomore last week looked pretty good, and as long as they have Santana running the football, Vincent will be successful. Right now, Vincent's team are 1 in the power rankings in Division 5, which means they'd have home games, which are played at Southwest, all the way through the playoffs. The Tigers will be receiving the second half kick, and right now the Tigers have a 12-point lead. We'll see if they can extend that. A lot of different ways that they'll be able to adjust and attack. A lot of different ways for Central to try to shore up, as there was a couple passes just right over the middle that really bit into the Central defense. Imperial played like an 0-5 team in the first half, Carol. The fumble, the interception, the onside kicks that weren't recovered. And once they realized, hey, let's just play these guys straight up, they were able to march 2 quick drives and put 15 points on the board right in the late going of the second quarter. We'll see if Centro can do something now to slow that down, or if Imperial just going to keep rolling. Carol, I did want to mention, too, that halftime score Brawley Southwest. I know we're not surprised. We've already seen 3 games from Southwest this year. Brawley, though, I believe they probably are a little bit surprised. They looked at the schedule, Southwest, oh, yeah, they're 5-0, but they haven't played who we've played. And Southwest is a good football team.
They are a very good young football team, and The optimal word being young. When you're young, you do have a chance to grow up. We're set for the kickoff to get this second half underway. We have no idea where the kickoff might go. It could go long, could go short.
Guzman is
It'll go short, and it'll be fielded at the 36-yard line and immediately taking a knee. And, and that's a pretty smart play there. Brandon Hueso just took the knee, takes the field position. It'll be 1st and 10 Tigers on their own 36-yard line as we get underway here.
Yeah, Hueso is a sophomore. Like many of the sophomores that were able to elevate, play varsity at Southwest, he is on the varsity. Last year as a freshman, the league was pretty much between the battle between Southwest and Imperial, with Southwest coming away with the freshman championship.
Tigers with Bonillas. He puts Keck in motion, but he hands it off right up the middle, and that would be Hueso across the 50 down to the 48-yard line. And again, right up the middle, and it's a pickup of about 21 yards.
And Carol, right on cue, Brandon Hueso. We just mentioned, gave him his props, and first carry across midfield all the way out to the 48-yard line. No huddle, ready to go for play 2.
Same play, right up the middle, same results across the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Hueso. That was easy.
Then you wonder where that was in the first half. Hueso was saying, I told you guys, just give me the football. So he scores his first touchdown on the evening. Quick 2-play drive covering the 74 yards.
That made it, that was too easy. That was actually, 64 yards, John?
Started from the 36. Yeah, that will go up to 64.
Who was the math teacher?
Not me.
Oh, okay. The kick from placement, it'll be Robles out of the hold of Bonillas. Snap back, kick up, kick is good. 11-12 to play in the third quarter. Our score, it is Imperial 25 and Central 6.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecue chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday, it's steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Do you need printing? Do you need it as soon as possible? The UPS Store, 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro has you covered. Their print and graphic design department can help you get the word out with many printing options. Business cards, vinyl banners, flyers of any size. And they print social distancing signs for your business or event. Right now, the UPS Store at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro is offering 500 free black and white flyers to local businesses affected by COVID-19. Offer expires December 31st, 2020. And of course, the UPS Store will assist you in all your shipping needs. The UPS Store, 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Don't just be employed, be essential with training from CET. At the Center for Employment Training, you can start any day with open enrollment. Train for essential careers like construction and truck driving. Go to cetweb.edu. Financial aid is available for those who qualify, and we offer job placement assistance to graduates. All programs can be completed in under a year based on attendance. Go to cetweb.edu or call 760-592-0208 for CET. We work for your future.
Well, the Imperial Tigers take the kickoff in the opening seconds of the second half. Immediately go 64 yards on 2 plays. Brandon Hueso with both carries. Brandon Hueso gets the 6 points. Robles will now kick off.
And Carol, that means is he going to onside or going to kick it away?
He will now.
Well, we'll come back and kick it again because, once again, the Tigers are offside. Maybe that's why they onside kick so much, Carol, is when they don't onside kick, they go offside.
Well, he has a stutter step 2 steps before he makes contact with the football, and I think that throws off his kickoff team. We want to congratulate Destiny Rogers, the homecoming queen, the court, Lorena Cañas, and Darian Bolin.
Congratulations to those young ladies from the Centro Spartans. Unfortunately, the game has taken an ugly turn here. The last 4 minutes of the first half and the very first opening seconds here in the second half.
This is a deep kick. It'll be fielded at the 5-yard line, out to the 10-15, looking for some room. It is Hackey. Dances out to the 29-30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans on their own 30-yard line. Getting up very slowly from the Imperial Tigers is Lambert Soto.
And now, with that return, Carol, you can see why the Spartans try to get the ball out to Hackey in the open field. He's got some elusiveness to him. He's got some moves, and he actually was hemmed in around the 20 and still was able to break forward. They're going to spot the ball right short of the 30. We'll call it the 30-yard line.
Everybody's in tight on that double wing formation. Pitch is to Ramirez, Nick Ramirez. It goes inside, takes it outside, and he's pushed back, but his forward progress... No, he stays on his feet. Did they whistle him down?
No, they didn't, because as he was being driven backwards, he kept turning his legs, was able to pull free of the would-be tackler. So Ramirez, true effort, tremendous run. The officials are trying to figure out, did he get it past the first down mark? Is it right before, right after? They're gonna say, okay, first down.
They had spotted on the 40, and that was about a half yard more than what he needed. And that was 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort by Nick Ramirez.
First down. And Central trying to answer back. They need a score here to keep themselves in the game, trailing 25-6. 19-point differential, and we have already experienced this year when the differential gets 35 or more, we have the running clock. Just had one last week over there in Chula Vista.
Not tonight. And again, this is the same play. This time there's nothing there. Ramirez is stacked up. He'll lose about 5 yards. Third quarter score, Vincent 7, Calapat 7.
Now that is a surprise, except for those of us that realize Calapat is a banged up team, and they are playing up there in Calipatria where the Hornets always are tough.
You kind of fly into the Hornets' nest. It'll be 2nd and 15.
Doug Klein, another Central Spartan alumnus, doing a great job up there as the principal and the superintendent of education.
Former Spartan quarterback. From the shotgun, Klein, chased out of the pocket, is able to dump it off. It is dropped. Did he hang on to it? No.
No, the ball was in and out of the arms of the receiver. Excellent pass by Reed as he was hit right as he threw it, but it was a nice, safe pass in that he didn't just throw it up there. So Jake Reed getting his first start since the first 2 games of last season, showing that he is comfortable back there. He was flagged once for a very questionable intentional grounding when he threw the ball over the head of the intended receiver. Usually you see intentional grounding when it's just that, you ground the ball. But the officials decided that we're not going to let him do that. One of the controversial calls in the first half went against him. But right there, nice safe pass, even though he was in the grasp of a on-beat rusher.
3rd and 15. Looking downfield, firing. It's picked off as he threw it right to the Tigers' David Savage. And Savage, the running back, knew what to do. He brought it back to the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Tigers on the Spartan 25-yard line.
And just as I was mentioning Jake Reed's comfort in the pocket, that time he looked right at the intended receiver, Giancarlo Coronado, and Savage, able to read his eyes, knew where the ball was going, and he actually got there before Coronado did. So first turnover here of the second half for the Spartans, 3rd turnover on the night.
It'll be 1st and 10. Bonillas brings the Tigers out. They're on their own on the Spartan 25. Keck goes in motion. Back to pass. Bonillas, he's wide open again in the middle. Completed for the touchdown. That play has worked 3 times, and Sal Perez on the catch, the 5'8", 160-pounder. Okay, Raymond Beeman.
Right, his second touchdown catch of the evening, as same play caught the touchdown pass in the first one. So we had a 2-play drive to start this half for the Tigers. Now we have a 1-play drive.
The Tigers are not looking like an 0-5 team.
Well, we've already mentioned the schedule, and that certainly has something to do with it.
Robles with the kick. This one is blocked. No good. 9:24 to play in the third quarter. Our score, it is Imperial 31, Central 6.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo, steaks, and more. Street snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada, Pico Market. Southwest Security, a locally owned security company protecting your property or business 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Their mission is to provide their customers with the service of protecting your property, whether it's your home, business, or a construction site. Your satisfaction is their #1 priority. Don't have any more sleepless nights. Call Southwest Security and get your free quote at 760-970-5400. That's 970-5400. Whether you need security for one night or yearly, Southwest Security is there for you. Call 970-5400.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill. 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450.
The Imperial Tigers went 25 yards. They did it in one play, and that was a pass from Bonillas to Beeman. And the point after, it was blocked. It was no good. We stand at 31-6. Imperial leads. And this kick deep to the 1 yard line. Picked up there out to the 15 to the 20 with a seam, looking for room, and tripped up at the 35, stays on his feet out to the 40, the 45, and Pope pushed out of bounds right at the midfield stripe. It'll be on the 49-yard line in Imperial territory. Alan Pope with an electrifying 50-yard return.
Let's see if that can breathe some life into this side of the football field for the Central Spartans and also into their offense. Pope looked like he was down at the 30, down at the 40, just continued to run, showed some good moves, and perhaps maybe that's why the Tigers don't like to kick the ball deep. Central has a couple speed burners back there in Pope and also in Aki. That time Pope took it. He almost stepped in the end zone. John Seaman right there eyeballing it. So that's a 50-yard return all the way out to the 49-yard line of the Tigers.
Wide right, wide left, slot right, slot left. Back to pass is Reed. He fires into the flat, and that is Aki with a couple of moves, and Aki picks up 9 yards. Aki made a 5-yard catch and turned it into a 9-yard gain.
Aki's first reception on the evening. And as we mentioned before, they want to get him the ball out in the open field. Watching Pope with that last run might be a good idea to get him with the ball as well.
It'll be 2nd and 1. Spot the ball on the 40.
Central's offensive line is bigger than the defensive line of the Tigers. And now we have a whistle as we're going to get a timeout by the Tigers.
Tigers take the timeout. They want to make some adjustments. We will take a timeout. 8:28 to play in the third quarter. It is Imperial 31, and Centro 6.
For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross in El Centro.
Baja Farms in Holtville has been farming for many years and takes pride in what they've accomplished with their operations. It has enabled them to support their communities and support youth of Imperial Valley from FFA to 4-H, youth sports, and academics. Baja Farms hopes to continue this for many years. And here's a message from your friends at Baja Farms. During these trying times, be safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecued chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday is steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
You're listening to high school football. We're on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
Carol, look at the stands across the way. Imperial has traveled well. They sure don't look like a team that's 0-5, do they?
Well, it's a long drive, John.
All 3 miles, but this is the most we've seen at a visiting team except for a Bell game.
Back to pass, Reed pumps, fires into the flat, and it goes incomplete. Intended for Aki. And the deep coverage was there. Reed, when he saw that, tried to go underneath to the safety valve.
Everything was nice. Reed looked deep, nothing there, looked away, tried to get it to Aki. Just everything was perfect, except the pass wasn't catchable. But give Reed props. He did everything the way you're supposed to do it. Brings up 3rd and short. I would assume Central will go for this if they aren't able somehow to not convert this 1 yard.
3rd and 1. Reed on the keeper, turns it upfield. He's got the first down, spins out to the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Spartans on the Tiger 33. Coach Kerry Laguerra taking some heat, 0-5 on the early season. And what some of the Tiger faithful don't understand is he played far and away the toughest pre-league schedule of anybody in the Valley.
Well, we mentioned, Carol, actually it's one of the toughest preseason schedules in the whole San Diego section from Division I to Division 5. And Terry's going to retire in January from teaching, but he'll be back coaching next year.
Reed fires, and it goes incomplete, intended for Ramirez.
So that was a good pass. It was right on target, just not able to bring the ball in, meaning Ramirez.
Coverage there by Luis Sotelo.
And I will, to be exactly specific, as Terry himself mentioned before the game, he will be back next year if the Tigers want him. And I don't see why they wouldn't or how they won't. As right now he's off to a successful opening campaign of the IVL.
Wide on the left side, the wide side of the field. Looking that way is Reed. He fires and it goes incomplete. As the pass for Coronado incomplete.
After being 3 for 6 in the first half, so far Reed is 1 for 6 here in the third quarter. Misfiring there. Pass not catchable. Looks like the Tigers are playing a little bit of a softer zone. Want to keep everything in front of them, a 2-deep zone. And we'll see here on 3rd and 10 if the Tigers decide to blitz. That's another one of Terry's long-standing traits. Is 3rd and long, he likes to send more than just the down lineman.
3rd and 10. Everybody's in tight on that double wing. Back to pass is Reed, looking, dumps it off in the flat, goes incomplete. Under pressure, he tried to dump it off to Ramirez, and it bounces into his hands.
But, Carol, that was a perfect play call for what the Tigers did because they blitzed. They had their 3 down linemen, of course, coming, but they also had the 3 linebackers. They play a 5 linebacker set as San Diego State does, and they had 3 of them coming. Perfect call. There was no one out here on the left flat, and the receivers had both broken well downfield, taking the cornerbacks and safeties with them. So if that ball is caught, it's going to have some nice gain for the Spartans. First down, without a doubt, and if they can make a few moves, few blocks, perhaps even take it in the end zone.
It'll be 4th and 10. They will go for it.
And let's see if they come back to that same play, if not this particular call later on.
They're spread. Duarte is beside Reed. Reed under pressure gets it away. It is complete over the middle. That's a first down. It looked like Aki to me, at least the way he ran after he caught the football.
Yeah, that's Jordan Aki on the reception, and Imperial once again sent 7 blitzers on that. Reed stood tall in the pocket, got excellent blocking. Ramirez picked up one of the incoming linebackers, and the ball is spotted all the way down inside the 20. We'll call it the 19 for a 14-yard pickup to Aki. Aki's second catch. He's got the 2 catches so far here in the second half.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 20.
Centro trying to answer back to the last score that the Tigers put on the board.
Spartans spread it out, sweep to the left, and Reed on the option will keep it and pick up a couple of yards, make it about see where they're going to finally spot it. It's a 4-yard gain.
And we have the clock stopped. I'm not sure why. Okay, there's a flag down. We just can't see it. Carol, it's fun to watch Jake Reed. We're seeing him develop right before our eyes. He's a little more confident now, more comfortable running that. And I'm going to assume that the rest of this season, we're going to see him run a lot more of those options where he can keep it, he can pitch it. With Duarte being the force up the middle, and then you've got Aki, or even if you want to run Guzman, who comes in sometimes, or Pope, the other speed burner, they can attack. They can attack certain defenses with Reed running that Reed option.
Well, he has been a running back this year,
and it looks like I didn't see the call. Reed picked up 5 yards, but now they're going backwards. So I assume it has to be one of those illegal blocks, something like that.
I think it may have been a little bit more of a personal foul because somebody was continuing contact after the play was over.
So the ball is placed back on the 29-yard line, so it's a loss of 10 yards on the penalty, but it does repeat the down. Well, now it doesn't repeat the down, so that means it had to be a dead ball foul. It had to be after the play.
That's what I said. It was a continuing contact after the whistle was blown.
So the 5-yard gain, and then you move it back 15 for a total of a 10-yard loss, 2nd and 20.
Ramirez goes in motion. Reed rolls to his right, dumps it off to Aki. It goes incomplete as he just led him a little bit too much.
I'm going to put that one on Aki, as Aki's kind of standing there backpedaling. If he just turns his body sideways so he can get going upfield, he's going to take that pass and he's going to take off. There was nobody out there. He was totally neglected by the Tigers. The Giancarlo, the out receiver, had sprinted downfield, taking everybody with him. So once again, we'll see if the Spartans come back to that play. It was wide open. That time it was more the execution than the play call. Brings up 3rd and 20.
Reed has the play.
Reed does come to the sidelines between each snap to get the play. The total opposite of the Tigers, who line up many times without even a huddle.
In motion goes Ramirez. The handoff is to, I believe that's
Ramirez. It was Ramirez.
Ramirez gets it down to about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Ramirez had a little seam, a little bit of an opening, and then once he cut back inside, that's where those 5 linebackers are that we mentioned, this 3-5 defense that the Tigers play. And once he did that, with all the linebackers there, he was brought down. Still had a nice game, but now it brings up 4th and looks like about 14.
Spartans break the huddle.
Clock continues to move. Under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
They are in field goal territory, but they don't want a field goal. They need 7. And it'll be Reed on the option keep, and he will take it out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. So the Tigers will take over on downs, and they'll put it in play. It'll be 1st and 10 on their own 12.
And like Reed went out of bounds. They're going to mark him out of bounds, Carol, on the 18. So you're right. He took it down to the 12, but he had stepped out of bounds on the 18. So comes up short. That will turn the ball over. Worst field position of the night for the Tigers.
So the Tigers, well, all that means, Sean, is they've got a chance to put together a 80-plus yard drive. And the handoff, it is up the middle, and that is Hueso, who brings it out to the 34-yard line. So Hueso with another big gain.
Yeah, let's give Kerry Fisher and his coaching staff credit. They obviously
Kerry who?
Kerry Fisher, excuse me, Kerry Ligera. Give him credit. He's always made some adjustments at halftime, and Hueso's running wild on these Spartans.
So it is 1st and 10. Bonillas, naked backfield. Bonillas rolling to his left, then pitches in the middle to Hueso. He's across the 40 to the 45, loses the football, and I think the Spartans may have gotten it. Hueso on the way down coughed up the football.
It looks like, though, that the Spartans have the football, but we're going to see if the referees are going to give them possession. They come out of the scrum. Now, what I saw Central Spartan dive on the football and actually squirted back to Hueso. And Hueso is going to be credited with recovering his own fumble as the ball sits on the 48-yard line. So not only is that a recovered fumble, but it's also a first down run and another 12 yards for the sophomore Hueso.
And a completed pass for Bonillas. From the shotgun, Bonillas drops back, looks, fires deep downfield, got a man open. He had to wait for it. Beeman had to wait for it. Otherwise, it would have been 7. So the Spartans, again, problems in the defensive secondary.
Your team back there, and they've exploited it 3 times on the evening.
And the inside pitch again from the motion back, and struck
Savage this time on the carry.
Down across the 45 to the 43 in Spartan territory. Very close to a first down, but it'll be about a yard short. Spotted on the 44. So it'll be 3rd and 2.
Savage's first carry here in the third quarter. Able to take it down to the 44-yard line.
And again, in the middle. And again, for the first down across the 40. We'll mark it right on the 40. Forward progress stop there.
The sophomore Hueso getting his 5th carry here in the third quarter.
1st and 10 on the 40. The Tigers are rolling.
Hueso also has the 1 completed pass on the 2 attempts here in the third quarter, so he's been busy.
Bonilla back to pass. Fires into the flat. It's complete. There's a flag back behind the play. There's a pickup of about 2 or 3 yards on the completed pass.
And we have a hole, so this is not going to count.
The pass completed to Raymond Beeman.
It is a spot foul on the hole, so we'll see exactly where the hole occurred, if it was on the line of scrimmage or if it's where the flag was thrown. That's about 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so this could be a big one. I know the referee is just showing his ability to fire that flag as it's an even 10 yards.
Spot it back right on the midfield stripe. Now there's an official's timeout.
The clock stops with 4:16 here in the third quarter.
And now they wind the clock.
Bonilla already with the call is set back in the pistol formation. Triples to the left side.
And they run it right up the middle. The ball is stripped, but it's recovered
by Hueso. The handoff was a little bit late, kind of on his hip, and fell to the ground, but Hueso alertly dove back and covered it after a 2-yard loss. Thank you. So that'll bring up second and a whole bunch, call it 22. They've got to get all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's now on their own 48.
Hueso goes in motion. Bonilla is back, takes to Hueso, chased out of the pocket, turns it upfield, looks, dumps it off in the middle. It's complete to Beeman. Beeman at the 40 and down to the 35-yard line. So we've got lemonade. There was lemons to begin with, and they turned that into about an 18-yard gain, John?
18-yard gain, so they'll bring up third and about 5. Excellent job by Beeman coming back to the ball.
And Bonilla is keeping the play alive. Handoff in the middle, and that is Savage. Nothing inside. He turns it to the outside across the 30, inside the 25, stays on his feet, and is finally dropped at about the 23-yard line. Savage running like a savage there.
We mentioned that last year he had 4 or 5 touchdowns in his first varsity game, and so right now the junior trying to show that he belongs and doesn't want Wetzel to get all the carries. That's a nice first down on a long third down play. Ball sitting on the 24. Nice 10-yard pickup for Savage.
Let's update some scores. Brawley leads Southwest 21-14 in the fourth quarter. Vincent leads Calapat 21-7 third quarter. And Bonillas.
You faked the handoff to Savage, pulled it back, went up the middle, was forced outside, slipped 2 would-be tackles, was able to pick up 6 yards before going out of bounds. So Bonillas showing his escapability. Brings up second down and 4 as the ball is on the 18-yard line. Imperial looking as Central sees what's going on. They need a timeout to try to regroup here to keep Imperial out of the end zone for the 5th time tonight.
We'll take this timeout. We have 2:32 to play in the third quarter. Our score, it's Imperial 31 and the Central Spartans 6.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic, the list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Aten Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Aten Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and Aten Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
There is nothing better than great customer service. Company that can help you with your projects, answer your questions, and provide you with the right material to get the job done. Imperial Trusted Lumber Company in Imperial takes pride in doing just that for the homeowner or contractor. They even deliver valley-wide. Imperial Trusted Lumber carrying hardware supplies from lumber, concrete, windows, and doors to nuts and bolts. Everything a contractor or homeowner might need. Stop by today, 701 East 2nd Street in Imperial.
Classic high school football is on the air. Central Spartans taking on the Imperial Tigers. Originally aired October 19, 2015.
It'll be second and about 4. The Imperial Tigers are threatening again.
Once again, the Tigers have triples to the right side, doubles to the left, but one man comes in motion.
Back to pass, but he is looking, dancing around, has plenty of time, fires it. It is complete the way, so he's at the 10, the 5, down inside the 2-yard line. Hueso dancing his way down. There is a flag. There is holding against the Tigers. That's why Bonillas had so much time.
And this will all come back as Central that time dropped 7 back in the defensive backfield. The flag sitting right at the 24-yard line. Again, we'll see if it's a spot foul. But that negates not only the completion, but what would have been a 1st and goal. The ball is going to be marched all the way back to the 34-yard line, so it is the spot foul, makes it a 16-yard penalty. But it does repeat, second down. Pistol formation, this time Wesso deep behind in the I formation. He goes in motion on the snap.
Bonillas dumps it off. It is complete and caught from behind. The receiver takes it down inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line and loses the football, and it's recovered by the Spartans.
That's just what the Central Spartans needed to stop this onslaught, was a turnover, and they got it. I did not see who the receiver was. I believe it was Beeman again, and he was brought down with a big hit. The ball squirted out, and it's going to be Central ball. We're going to call it on the 17-yard line.
Spartans will put it in play.
First turnover of the second half against the Tigers.
Spartans bring it out. The Spartans do not really have a big play offense. On the reverse, it goes from Ramirez to Duarte, and it's maybe a yard, 2 yards at most.
You have to be careful on those inside reverses like that. The slow developing plays, it just gives the defense a chance to sniff them out. So Duarte, as he's done all year really, just without any kind of openings, just ran tough, was able to push the ball a yard forward.
So it'll be 2nd and 8.
About a minute 30 to go here in the third quarter.
Spartans do spread it out. Reed looks, fires, and it goes incomplete. A little bit too high for Coronado, the intended receiver.
That will bring up third down, does stop the clock.
Minute 24 to play. The clock stopped, 31-6. The Tigers lead the Central Spartans here. Opening night of the Imperial Valley League action.
And if you overthrow or throw the ball too tall or too high for Giancarlo Coronado, that's a pretty hard affair to do, because he's listed at 6'2", and he's still grown. He's probably 6'3" by now. Central coming up. They have double wideouts to both sides, left and right, single back behind Reed.
Drops back, looking. He'll have to keep it, and he'll be dropped back at the 17-yard line.
The Central that time had 4 receivers out in the passing lanes, which they're trying to make a big play. But that brings up fourth down, so we will see one of the few events we've seen tonight, and that's a punt. And it looks like, I believe, that this is Guzman back to kick.
Standing at the 5-yard line. Snap back. Guzman gets it away, and it is a high bouncing kick. It'll bounce at the 45 and go all the way back inside the 20. A net, something like 70 yards on that, John.
Yeah, Guzman kicked it 45 in the air, and then it bounced for about another 25 or so. They're going to spot the ball. Actually, it looks like they finally stopped it inside the 20. The Tigers had a player back there chasing after it, Carlos Villanueva, and he's getting a little bit of a talking to on the sidelines. Just get away from the football. All that can happen is something bad if you're back there running with the football, and coverage was right there. So if that ball would have touched him, it would have been a live ball. They're going to down it at the 19-yard line.
Isn't that what Coach Buckley has been telling you all these years, John? Get away from it. Nothing good can happen. 1st and 10. Tigers, they lead 31-6. Handoff, it's right up the middle, and that's Wesso.
Central did a much better job that time of reading the draw. But you can see the predicament Central's defense is in. You've got Bonillas with that arm. You got players all over the place. You got Wesso, Savage, hard to tackle in the open field. Not to mention Beeman out there, who scored a touchdown himself. So, and the coaching staff of the Tigers doing an excellent job of mixing up the calls. That play only went for 2 yards, so that's a moral victory for the Spartans, stopping Wesso for a 2-yard gain.
And with that, that's the end of the third quarter. It's the end of 3 quarters of play. Our score, Imperial 31, the Central Spartans 6.
For the past months, El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial has been offering curbside pickup, and they will continue until they are able to open indoors. You can still get your favorite Mexican food, like special quesadillas, carne asada and pollo asada burritos, taco plates, and more. In fact, their menu is huge, and the food is outstanding. To place your order, call El Zarape Restaurant at 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Curbside pickup only. Do you need printing? Do you need it as soon as possible? The UPS Store, 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro has you covered. Their print and graphic design department can help you get the word out with many printing options. Business cards, vinyl banners, flyers of any size. And they print social distancing signs for your business or event. Right now, the UPS Store at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro is offering 500 free black and white flyers to local businesses affected by COVID-19. Offer expires December 31st, 2020. And of course, the UPS Store will assist you in all your shipping needs. The UPS Store, 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
31-6, Imperial leads Central here as we start the fourth quarter of play. The Tigers with the football. Other scores, Brawley leads Southwest 21-14. That's a fourth quarter score. Vincent Memorial 21, Calapat 7, third quarter score. Third quarter, Holtville 40, Mountain Empire 19. The last score we had was a halftime score, Palo Verde over Calexico 21-0.
Good to see Holtville get on the scoreboard winning side again.
Snap back to Bonillas. Bonillas fires, and it's over the head of the intended receiver and goes incomplete. That intended for Josue Robles. So he can kick, and maybe he can catch.
So now we're going to see 3rd and 8, 3rd and long for the Tigers. Do they huddle up? No, they're up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go.
I think they've huddled one time tonight, John.
Yeah, this hurry-up has confused the Central defense. We've seen several wide open plays down the middle.
It'll wear out a defense real quick as well. Bonillas has Hueso beside him. Rolls to his right, looks downfield. It is complete. Savage at the 40, the 45. Cuts it across the 50. It's a foot race, and he'll finally go down at the 37-yard line. Savage got tripped up, or he'd still be running.
Excellent pursuit by the Spartans. Did not give up on the play, meaning the Spartans, as they tracked Savage down. He tried to make a cut. His feet went off underneath him, but Central had 3 guys there. They hemmed him in. The ball's down on the 37-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10. No, they do not huddle. And Bonillas brings them out. He's got Hueso behind him this time. Fakes it to Hueso. He'll keep it himself. He'll lose the football, and the Spartans recover it again.
That's a 4th turnover on the evening for the Tigers, as they just can't stand all the prosperity they're having. And that time the football for the Spartans was recovered by Julio Cortez.
Bonillas gets stripped, and Cortez with the recovery. So the Spartans will put it in play, 1st and 10. It's on their own 38-yard line.
Carol, tell you this before game starts. You're going to turn the ball over 4 times. You're going to try 2 onside kicks. The other team's going to recover. They're going to recover their own onside kick against you. You'd figure you're in pretty bad shape, right?
You would figure.
Except the scoreboard shows 31-6. So with all of that against these Imperial Tigers, it looks like they're going to march to their first victory on the year.
Go figure. From the shotgun, Reed, back to pass, looking, fires over the middle. It is complete. Giancarlo Coronado picks up about 7.
His first reception here of the second half.
And that, again, that's that quick slant right over the middle. That will work in any league on almost any play, John. No huddle. Spartans come out. Back to pass. Reed looking, and fires. It is complete. And that is
The first completion on the night to Brandon Gutierrez, and I believe the first completion on the year to Brandon.
It may well be. I had to look him up here. He's a junior, and Brandon picked up the first down, carries it down to the Tiger 42-yard line.
Nice 10-yard catch and run.
Wide right, wide left, slot right, slot left. And on the quarterback draw, it'll be Reed, steps over one would-be tackler and carries down to the 28-yard line, close to a first down. He just stepped right over one of the Tigers.
And once again, Carol, we see the young man, Jake Reed, growing up here tonight right before our eyes, looking much more confident, running that read option. 8-yard pickup there.
Spartans come out. They trail 31-6 here in the fourth quarter.
Trying to put their first touchdown of the night up on the board.
Back to pass. Reed underneath. It is complete. And looking for some room. And once again, that's Gutierrez, Brandon Gutierrez.
Another first down for the Spartans. Keep the chains moving. He stayed inbounds, so once the chains are set, the clock will resume as the ball is on the 29-yard line.
First and 10, Spartans. They are driving on the Tiger 29-yard line. They trail 31-6.
And although right now this game looks to be put away for the Tigers, Central Spartan they're learning, they're growing. They're going to use some of this for, the next game.
And that pass gets knocked down.
Jake Reed's 13th attempt here in the second half. And we still have 9:55 to go in the fourth quarter. So it's barely more than one quarter, not even 3 minutes yet.
And updating a Palo Verde Calexico score, 21-8. Palo Verde leads Calexico. That's a fourth quarter score. And Holtville leads Mountain Empire 48-19. The Calexico Bulldogs have held Palo Verde scoreless in the second half so far.
Having a hard time putting points on the board, though.
Reed looks, pumps, fires over the middle. Goes incomplete. Everybody's looking for a flag, but there is none.
What happened is Reed was hit, but he still got the ball away, and his receiver was bumped, and then the ball came in behind him. So Central is saying there's no such thing as not catchable unless the ball's thrown out of bounds. It was right over the middle of the field. But the officials, for whatever reason, determined that it was passed incomplete, and so that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Carol, this rivalry between Imperial and Central is turning into some pretty good heat each year we come and play, whether it's here or over at Imperial.
It's all the Imperial Valley League rivalries, John. Fires, it's Giancarlo Coronado, and it goes incomplete as he is hit as he stretches to bring in the ball, and he gets up a little bit slowly, but he heads right back to the huddle.
Yeah, that was good on everybody's part. It was a good pass by Reed, good catch attempt by Giancarlo Coronado, and good defense. So just tip your hats. It was one of those things that should have been made. It was just a good play by everybody all around. Reed getting the call from the sidelines.
It'll be 4th and 10. The ball is on the 29-yard line. Yes, again, it is in field goal range, but a field goal isn't going to do you any good. You trail 31-6. You need 7.
And it would be about a 46, 47-yard attempt, certainly within the range of both of the kickers. But as you mentioned, not to get greedy, but Central needs more than 3.
Aki on one wing, Ramirez on the other. Reed looks to throw, steps up in the pocket, sees a seam, dances down inside the 20, and it's going to be very, very close to a first down. He's just across the 20-yard line.
It looks like it's going to be a little bit short, Carol. We'll see if, my eyeball on the ball is going to be accurate. Last night in the JV game, there was about 4 plays, and I had them all right. They were right there on the lines. We'll see. Maybe I'm due here to miss one. But it looked to me he was just a little bit short. We'll see. Central hopeful. They want a good spot, a good mark. Neither team jumping up and down. It's that close, not knowing what it's going to be. Could be just a couple links of the chain.
I think he's about 4 inches short, John.
The change now coming across. 9:36 still to go here in the fourth quarter homecoming for the Central Spartans.
John, it's 4 inches short.
So that means the ball will be turned over to the Tigers. Now, they've been very generous hosts. The last two possessions, when they were deep in their own territory, they turned it over.
And it'll be 1st and 10 Tigers. They measured a second time and same result.
You had to get out the credit card to see if there was any daylight in there. But I think your 4-inch call was right on. So that will turn the ball over. Central, as what happens many times with the team on the losing end, just not catching a break, as Imperial, they're not going to huddle, not even on the change possession. They're ready to snap this ball in the pistol formation, but they may need a timeout because they're a player short.
And they'll take that timeout.
Second timeout of the half.
9:36 to play in the football game. Our score, it's Imperial 31 and the Central Spartans 6. You're listening to high school football. We're live on AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada, Pico Market. Southwest Security, a locally owned security company protecting your property or business 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Their mission is to provide their customers with the service of protecting your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their #1 priority. Don't have any more sleepless nights. Call Southwest Security and get your free quote at 760-970-5400. That's 970-5400. Whether you need security for one night or yearly, Southwest Security is there for you. Call 970-5400.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill. 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450.
So we're ready to play 1st and 10. It is Imperial with the football on their own 20-yard line. Bonillas from the shotgun. Right behind him is Hueso.
Sophomore getting a lot more playing action here in the second half.
Handoff is to Hueso. Nope. It was the option, and Bonillas kept it. Bonillas put it on the ground, but was able to pick it up himself. He might invest in some stickum, John.
Yeah, that's going to go all the way for an 8-yard loss, bringing up 2nd and 18. And we can see the frustration Kerry Ladera has been faced this year. As they look so good, and then they look so poor.
Handoff, Beeman on the wing sprint, and he'll pick up a couple of yards.
He's also down after the play. Go ahead and give a description of that play, because it's kind of a neat play what they do.
He's out, split way out, comes streaking across in front of the quarterback, and they just kind of toss it, and he snatches it out of the air and keeps on going towards the other sideline until he can find a slot to turn it up.
Now, if he doesn't catch the toss, is that one of those shovel passes?
It was a forward pass, John.
So that would be a shovel pass.
That would be a pass, and that is a completion. And Hueso finds some room, gets a block, cuts it across. He's across the 45 out to the 50-yard line. Mark it on the 49 in Spartan territory. As once again, the big play right up the middle.
Hueso's been a dominating force here as the Tigers get their 9th first down. We'll have all the stats after the game. including Hueso's eye-popping numbers here.
1st and 10 in Spartan territory. Bonillas drops back, looks, fires, and juggled and dropped by Savage.
For the people of the Tigers, unfortunate for them, Savage catches that ball. He's got a touchdown. That's another pass over the middle. Central not playing the safety in the middle part of the field with this spread offense that the Tigers run. And Savage would have had a direct line into the end zone. Just wasn't able to bring it in.
2nd and 10, no huddle. You keep the defense on their heels. Bonillas on the draw. He'll keep it, and he'll pick up about 8. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. He's down to the 42-yard line.
And that time Bonillas ran the read option perfectly as Hueso was just absolutely swallowed by Buda Chavarine. And so Hueso just took the football back and went off running himself through that big hole Chavarine vacated.
3rd and 2. And this time he does hand off to Hueso. Hueso will pick up 1. It'll bring up 4th and 1, and yeah, I'd go for it.
Yeah, we certainly would expect the Tigers to go for it here. This part of the field, they're inside the Central territory. They're on the 42. No sense now not to run for it, even though it's 4th and 2. Haven't seen them punt yet, have we?
I don't believe we have seen them punt tonight, John. Savage in motion, but the handoff right up the middle, and that's good for the first down across the 35 to the 34-yard line. And
usually when you see the pile move like that, you want to press on. That's who it was.
Yep. He is the single setback, and he has been getting the bulk of the carries tonight.
And he is only a sophomore.
Back to pass, stepping up in the pocket, dancing away from the penetration, but he'll be sacked for about a yard loss. And on the snack, it's Buda, Juan Chavarine.
That time, Imperial got a little bit too greedy, tried to go deep all the way in the end zone, just not enough time with the Central Spartans rushing in 4 players.
And the handoff right up the middle, and again, Hueso, and he'll be wrestled down, but not before he picks up a couple of yards.
Yeah, Hueso's tough runner, inside, outside, he's got the moves. You can see why the coaching staff for Imperial is so high on him.
He is not very tall. In the words of football, he's got a low center of gravity. And Bonillas will keep it. He faked the handoff.
Close to the first down, but again, he's going to be a little bit short. The clock's stopped by the officials to see if he did cross the first down, and yes, he did. He made it. 11th first down here in the second half for the Tigers is now they're down on the Spartan 25-yard line.
Inside of 6 minutes to play, Imperial leads 31-6. They have the football. Bonillas from the shotgun, hands off to Hueso. Hueso, nothing outside, cuts it inside, across. He's at the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Brandon Hueso takes it in.
Hueso's second touchdown on the evening.
The Tigers will come out and try the point after.
Last one was blocked, so we'll see how this one goes. Sustained drive by the Tigers after scoring on one drive, only one play, a couple, only 2 and 3 plays. Finally, a sustained drive of 80 yards for the Tigers.
Robles will try the point after. Out of the hold of Bonillas. Snap is back. The kick is up. The kick is good. So, with 5:52 to play in the football game, our score, it is Imperial 38, the Central Spartans 6.
For RV service, go to El Centro RV Service and Supply, corner of Dogwood and Ross Avenue in El Centro. Don't let an RV issue dampen your spirits or your plans. They work on most RVs and trailers, even working with manufacturer warranties. Mobile service is available too. For your next RV repair, call El Centro RV Service and Supply, 760-352-2394. That's 352-2394. Or stop at the corner of Dogwood and Ross and El Centro.
Baja Farms in Holtville has been farming for many years and takes pride in what they've accomplished with their operations. It has enabled them to support their communities and support youth of Imperial Valley from FFA to 4-H, youth sports, and academics. Baja Farms hopes to continue this for many years. And here's a message from your friends at Baja Farms. During these trying times, be safe, stay healthy, and God bless America.
Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, your catering specialist, has had to make some adjustments due to COVID-19. They've been offering carry-out with daily specials Monday through Friday. Monday is barbacoa with rice and beans. Tuesday is tri-tip and boneless barbecue chicken. How about Wednesday? Your choice, meatloaf or chicken fried steak. Thursday is Mario's choice. And Friday is steak and shrimp. To order your plate, call Hacienda Snack Bar, 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. and serving lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Classic high school football is on the air. It was originally aired October 19, 2015.
Spartans put it in play, 1st and 10, their own 20-yard line. And pumping once, nothing there. It'll be Reed bringing it down. Reed out across the 30 to the 34-yard line. That's good for a first down.
There's absolutely no quit in these Spartans as Reed, just ignoring the scoreboard, continues to play football. Nice 14-yard pickup. Central 6 first down. Imperial in this half has doubled them. They have 12. Central now up. Quick huddle. They did huddle, but they're quick up on the football. Looking at 1st and 10 from their own 34.
Reed, again, in the pocket, has time, fires, it is complete. It'll be about a 6-yard pickup. And Jordan Ackey with the catch. They'll spot it right on the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. I'm sorry, it'll be 2nd and 4.
Ackey's second catch here in the half. Central now, the play called in. Reed not taking time to come to the sidelines. Spartans trailing by 32.
Reed. Again, looking downfield. Pumps, brings it down, rolls to his left, dumps it off, incomplete. And he had 2 receivers in the same area. They were within 3 or 4 yards of each other. And that's not a good thing.
The pass was going to Ackey. Ackey did an excellent job, just like Imperial's Beeman came back for the ball and got the big reception on a scramble play by Bonillas. Ackey did what he was supposed to, came back, did everything perfect except catch the football. He had so much space out there, as what happened so many times, Carol. He turned around and looked upfield before he actually looked the ball into his hands, lost the play. 3rd and 4. We would expect the Spartans to go for it here, but we'll see what happens.
Reed, again, back to pass. Looks, fires. It is complete. And that should be good for a first down, but there was a big hit, big-time hit. And now there's a scuffle away from the football, and there's flags down on the field.
Yeah, Brandon Gutierrez is the one that made the reception, got the hit, didn't like the celebration that the player did over him. And then meanwhile, back upfield, there was some stuff going on with some of the Central Spartans. So we'll see exactly what they're going to determine this to be, whether or not Gutierrez is going to get his 3rd catch of this half.
Personal foul against the Spartans.
Looks like that's going to be after the play, so they'll have to mark the up from where Gutierrez caught the football and advanced it. That will be a first down, but we'll see how the officials are going to see it. If it's not a dead ball foul, then it's not a first down.
Frustration on the Spartan offense is, and I was surprised there was not a flag after the catch and tackle. because there was a little bit of a celebratory dance.
Yeah, which was kind of over the figure of the player who was stretched out on the ground, which maybe that ignited some of the reaction back where the ball was snapped.
Personal foul against Central. It is a first down, and they will march it back to the 30-yard line, so it'll be first.
And so the catch was made all the way out to the 45-yard line. 7th first down, and again, Gutierrez gets his 3rd catch here in the half. Now, the thing is, this can either be 1st and 10, or it's going to be 1st and about 25. We'll see, and they've determined that dead ball foul, first down, you can't, stretch it out from the 45 going in. So
1st and 10, the clock is running. Reed pumps, looks, fires deep downfield, and it'll go incomplete. Coverage downfield. Giancarlo Coronado was the target. The coverage by Carlos Villanueva.
And Villanueva just shielded Giancarlo from the ball, kind of got in front of him, then slowed down. Giancarlo was able to reach a big pop and actually knock the football, but doing an excellent job of coverage as he's coached to do down there, Villanueva. No one was going to catch that ball. Beautiful pass by Reed. Nice spiral through it about 40 yards in the air.
It'll be 2nd and 10.
Clock stops. 4:23 to go here in the ball game. Imperial comfortably ahead, 38-6.
High school football. We are live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com. 38-6, Imperial lead Central. Back to the double wing. Reed looks, fires. It's a screen that goes incomplete. Set up the screen on the wide side of the field. Tried to dump it off to Ramirez. It goes incomplete.
Carol, regardless of the outcome of this game, as it appears certain now that the Tigers will get their first victory of the year, there is some good stuff for the Spartans. They found a quarterback. Jake Reed has done a credible job right there. That was good play action pass. The screen had a chance, an opportunity to break big because the Imperial was a little bit fooled. The pass just not caught. And sometimes when the quarterback throws the ball, it's not his responsibility if it's not caught.
Reed again drops back in the pocket, has time, fires. It is complete to Giancarlo Coronado out at the 45 in Tiger territory. Updating a score across town, John, the Wildcats opening it up 35-14. They lead Southwest. That is a fourth quarter score. So the Wildcats doing what they do. The Wildcats are always going to be better conditioned and stronger than their opponent.
And your halftime guest, Greg Lyon, mentioned that off air that Brawley always plays tougher in the second half. When you got a young team like Southwest, it could be tough on them.
Reed chased out of the pocket, rolls up, dumps it off. It is complete. It'll be a pickup of about 8. And he was very close to being over the line of scrimmage, but...
trying to see if that was Aki on the reception. It appears to be. As
it was Coronado made the catch underneath, came back on the football. Anyway, we pointed out Brawley pulling ahead of Southwest 35-14. Final, Vincent defeated Calapat 27-7.
That's to be expected. Vincent coming through in the second half. Remain undefeated as Imperial jumps offside. The hard count by Jake Reed. Once again, Carol, we're seeing some real development here out of Reed. The Spartans have found the quarterback. Third one on the year, 6th game of the year, so obviously that's, one every 2 games. Next week, I'm sure that Jake Reed will be the starting quarterback, barring injury. And Central now has something to build on. There's still a lot of games left to be played here. And even with the loss, Central will move to 2-4 on the year. They're still seeded to be in the playoffs.
It'll be 1st and 10 following the 5-yard penalty.
Clock under 3 minutes now.
Wide right, wide left, slot right, slot left. Reed, again, with some time, fires over the middle. It is caught inside the 20 at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the number out there. And, yeah, that looks like making the catch was Brandon Gutierrez.
First down, Central. They have the ball on the Tigers' 13-yard line.
And, Carol, let me give props. That was Derek Denton, number 31, that made that catch and took it down inside the 15.
Reed fires and short hopped, or it would have been intercepted as the pass was short hopped by Timothy Cross, and he plays for Imperial, so it would have been an interception.
And it's good to see that different players, first time we've called Derek Denton's number. Denton is a sophomore as well as Puesto on the other side of the ball. Clock does stop on the incompleted pass with 2:21 to go, as probably all the other games now have been put to bed, just waiting for us.
Not quite. We don't have finals on everything yet. Reed looks, fires into the end zone. Touchdown.
Giancarlo Coronado.
Coronado with the catch for the score. And that's going to feel good at the homecoming dance.
And a well-deserved catch and reception as Jake Reed continuing to prove what I've been saying. He's just growing up right before our eyes as a starting quarterback here. Not giving up. Score obviously heavily tipped in favor of the Tigers, but Jake Reed led a nice drive. We'll get the recap here in a moment.
It is Guzman with the kick is up. The kick is good. 2:16 to play in this football game. It is Imperial 38 and the Central Spartans 13.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list just goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez is a local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Ubaldo is here to help. Stop by Allstate agent Ubaldo Bermudez's office today at 425 Desert Garden Drive in El Centro. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Aten Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's the place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Aten Express is your one-stop convenience store at corner of Highway 86 and Aten Road in Imperial.
Open 24 hours a day for your convenience.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXOL Centro.
Well, John, you're right. All the other scores are final. Brawley beat Southwest 35-14. That's final. Palo Verde over Calexico 28-8. Final. Vincent Memorial 27. Calipad 7. Final. Holtville 55. Mountain Empire 19. That also is a final. So everything is final except ours, and ours might as well be in the book because there's not a whole lot left to this one.
Now we do get to see the ever important onside kick attempt, or perhaps they'll kick it away, or perhaps they'll pooch it. Just can't tell with either team tonight on the kickoffs. One thing Central has not done yet tonight is put the ball in the end zone for a touchback, and they won't here either.
And it'll be covered at the 48-yard line by the Tigers. They will put it in play there.
Carol, that was an onside kick, but that was a little different than the usual one you see where you put the football on the ground and want it to bounce. Guzman approached that football, and he kicked it as hard as he could, a line drive right at the center up-back man, and he was able to kind of surround it and just fall on it and keep it right there in front of him. Tiger ball on their own 48-yard line.
And Bonillas on that little pitch to the flanker, and that's good for a bunch of yards. Joey Keck
getting his first carry here in the second half. Not his first carry on the night, but first carry in the second half. We have a flag down, so Mr. Keck is going to have to wait to get an official first carry here in the second half. It's probably coming up next, as we had an illegal block by the Tigers, and so this is going to go against them. They're going to move it back all the way to the 39-yard line. A loss of 9 yards, bring up first and 19.
And Bonillas with a few new players there. This one, same play, going the other direction. Carlos Villanueva with the carry. Villanueva picks up about 5 yards.
And Villanueva's first time tonight carrying the football, as Coach Laguerra emptying the entire backfield roster for these Tigers.
Hueso's still in there, John.
So now we see Villanueva split it wide out to the left side.
Hueso the single setback. Bonillas from the shotgun.
Clock is moving. We have under a minute and a half to go here.
The Tigers taking as much time as they can. Let that clock run down. And that same play, this way to the left side. And Keck across the 50 to the 45, down to the 40-yard line. Stays in bounds. Had the opportunity to cut it to the outside and go out of bounds. Clock stops just while they move the chains. And Imperial just running their offense right now, John.
And Keck does get his first official carry. The ball all the way down to the 40-yard line after that 16-yard pickup by Keck. And I'm determined that one as a run. It's not even a pitch. He just kind of leaves it midair and lets the player come across, grab it.
It'll be the victory formation for the Tigers,
which is fine. This game is over. The clock continues to tick down. We do not expect to see anyone take a timeout, although Imperial has one left and Central 2.
And they will do that one more time, and then we should be done for the night.
Yeah, it looks like team and head officials going to go ahead and say, no, play clock has got more time than what the game clock says, so they're going to go ahead and I believe they're going to call this good, but one more snap and that'll do it.
And nobody does anything stupid. So that's it. That's the football game. Our final score is Imperial 38, Central 13. We'll be back.
The Central Union Adult School is ready to support your adult learning goals. We are the first choice for adults seeking to complete their high school diploma or wanting to learn English. We offer the GED, the High School Equivalency Test, and our own high school diploma program. Contact our office for registration information, 760-312-7050, or look us up online and on Facebook.
Do you need printing? Do you need it as soon as possible? The UPS Store, 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro has you covered. Their print and graphic design department can help you get the word out with many printing options. Business cards, vinyl banners, flyers of any size. And they print social distancing signs for your business or event. Right now, the UPS Store at 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro is offering 500 free black and white flyers to local businesses affected by COVID-19. Offer expires December 31st, 2020. And of course, the UPS Store will assist you in all your shipping needs. The UPS Store, 1802 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Don't just be employed, be essential with training from CET. At the Center for Employment Training, you can start any day with open enrollment. Train for essential careers like construction and truck driving. Go to cetweb.edu. Financial aid is available for those who qualify, and we offer job placement assistance to graduates. All programs can be completed in under a year based on attendance. Go to cetweb.edu or call 760-592-0208 for CET. We work for your future.
Well, our final score here, it was Imperial 38, Central 13, and John Driffel will have some numbers for us as we continue. The Tigers, well, they came into this game 0-5, and they certainly didn't look like an 0-5 team once they got on track. It took them most of the first quarter to get on track. And, then they started putting things together. The Tigers able to run the football, able to throw the football, and that made the difference. The Central Spartans, well, they started a brand new quarterback tonight, and he showed the ability to run the read option a little bit, showed the ability to throw the ball underneath and downfield, and showed the ability to run as well. So that bodes well for the Spartans anyway, as Jake Reed acquitted himself quite well tonight, his first start of the year at quarterback. We'll take a look at the final numbers and scores around the valley coming up.
Hi.
Pico Market is under new ownership. Did you know? Yeah, don't worry. They kept the butcher, and it's still the best carne asada in town. Carne asada, pollo asada, steaks, and more. Groceries, snacks, soda, beer, liquor, they have it all at Pico Market. And if you spend $50, you get a free bag of ice. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, buy 1 pound of chicken, get another pound free. Only at Pico Market, 802 West Pico Avenue in El Centro. They're under new ownership. Same great carne asada. Pico Market. Southwest Security, a locally owned security company protecting your property or business 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Their mission is to provide their customers with the service of protecting your property, whether it's your home, business, or a construction site. Your satisfaction is their #1 priority. Don't have any more sleepless nights. Call Southwest Security and get your free quote at 760-970-5400. That's 970-5400. Whether you need security for one night or yearly, Southwest Security is there for you. Call 970-5400.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill would like to say thank you to their customers for supporting them during this time. They're doing their best to serve you your favorite Mexican dishes with curbside service. From enchiladas to chile rellenos, they're doing it all. Open weekdays 11 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3, and Sundays 8 to 2. Closed Tuesdays. Call and place your order. La Fonda Bar and Grill. 760-353-6450. That's 353-6450.
The Central Spartans come up short. Homecoming game against the Imperial Tigers. The Spartans come up short to the Imperial Tigers 38-13. And the Spartans are going to have some work to do, as they're going to have to figure out a way to score some points. One of the joys of playing high school football is we lost. I feel bad about it, but life goes on, and that's the approach that so many of these kids should take. John, quick look at the numbers.
Yeah, they showed domination by the Tigers in the second half. Imperial ran the ball from scrimmage 37 times for 223 yards. 8 for 13 on the night was Bermudez. 228 yards. Not bad. The balance there. 223 rushing, 228 receiving. And don't forget, that's after only 17 yards in the first half. So with Westo picking up the load in the second half, carrying the football, Imperial ran the football from scrimmage 207 yards. 451 total yards, 18 first downs. And they were generous. 3 fumbles and 1 interception did the Tigers give it up. Individually rushing the football tonight, Raymond Beeman had 1 carry, 4 yards, but he did score 2 touchdowns. Also getting 11 carries, most of them in the second half, meaning 9 of them was the sophomore Brandon Westo, 153 yards, also 2 touchdowns. Joey Kent, 2 carries, 20 yards. Aaron Bonillas, 14 carries for 7 yards. Remember, you have to factor in the times he was tucked behind the line of scrimmage or sacks. Also a touchdown. In on the act, David Savage, 4 carries, 32 yards. Luis Sotelo, 1 carry for 2 yards. And Carlos Villanueva did get 1 carry for 5 yards. The 8 completed passes were spread out among 4 different players. Raymond Beeman had 3 catches for 90 yards. Brandon Westo, 3 catches, 58 yards. The young man was busy. Also, Ted Vogel had 1 catch, 46 yards. And David Savage, 1 catch, 44 yards. Centro ran the ball 34 times for scrimmage for 159 total yards. 13 for 32 was the quarterback, Jake Reed, for 136 yards. Not bad balance, 259 total yards for the Spartans. 14 first downs, but they also had 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles, and an interception. Individually running the football for the Spartans tonight, Jordan Ackey, 3 carries for 9 yards. Jake Reed, 11 carries, 60 yards. Alan Pope had 3 carries, 6 yards. Nick Ramirez, 12 carries, 71 yards. And Alex Duarte, 5 carries, 13 yards. The 13 passes were spread out among 5 different players. The same Alex Duarte had a catch for 7 yards. Jordan Ackey had 2 catches for 23 yards. Brandon Gutierrez, 3 catches for 20 yards. And Derek Denton had 1 catch for 19 yards. And on the night, with 6 receptions, Giancarlo Coronado, 6 receptions, 67 yards, and the lone Central touchdown. So the stats show what the scoreboard shows, the most important stat of all. Imperial won their first game of the year. They go to 0-1. IVL Central lost their 4th game of the year. They're now 0-1 IVL as Imperial came out on top, 38-13.
And that's it for our high school football broadcast.
The best oldies